form kakranti peja onene so kakra mame. Na empombo kode anopay endra ebabesi anopay. We've seen a couple of a 9-page document. It is in the form of a petition. Ekuono atu this concerned Ghanaian doctors one more address with a policy directive of the government and the Ministry of Health say compulsory vaccination for all Ghanaians, especially when one COVID-19 jab public sector organizations be honoma won't me enremo enkodi ojuma. My concerns no akoye bebre. Sami Gemfi even as we speak no ewo court about that particular directive. But this group of persons one more edge from who concern Ghanaian doctors no the petition ako. Mamin tio about this particular development. Na yemisa say on which basis and which yes scientific data and research and one will so to make the claims are ebe.
Say it's going to work as a vaccine. There's a lot of feedback from the I can hear voice so much, but I don't know whether.
Okay, it's fine. It's just a feedback from around. I think it's from the telephone line, so that's fine.
Right. So I am saying that if we say this is a vaccine, there is some objective we want to achieve with it since it's classified as a vaccine. Vaccine is supposed to provide what we call immunity to you against a particular organism. It's supposed to be safe for a human being to be used. When you take the COVID-19 vaccine, does it provide immunity to you? Since they started using it, have we heard that somebody has gotten it and that he can never get coronavirus? No. They said that now they've changed the definition, that it will only protect you against the severity of the infection. Meanwhile, some countries are recording deaths even after the vaccination. Yes, it is true. The vaccine is said not to be 100%. I think the highest is around 94, 95%. So we have about 5% of people, you can take the vaccine and still die. But why is it that so many people are contracting the virus again? Because if you remember, in Europe, about Germany particularly, about 65% of all those who got coronavirus in December were fully vaccinated. This shows that the vaccine is not achieving the objective we want from it. And I don't blame it, because the vaccine was given an emergency license without a phase 4 study. And phase 4 study is the post-marketing surveillance study that is carried out when you start vaccinating so many people. Then you now see the real long-term side effect of it or inefficiencies of it. So let's all accept that we are currently not having a completely endorsed vaccine, but a vaccine on trial, because this is the 4th phase of the vaccine study. It is based on some of these things. Many people across the world are thinking that the vaccine is not yielding the result that we expected it to be. Besides that, there are several complications that are now arising from the vaccine. They may say there are few people, but if this was done like the normal vaccine study, I don't think WHO would have approved it. The only solace WHO has to let this thing continue being used is that it minimizes the severe form of the infection. But was that why it was manufactured? It was manufactured to give us immunity because they said it was a vaccine. They didn't say it is a drug to minimize the severe form. Because if you compare an asthmatic patient taking steroids daily, it is aimed at minimizing the severe form of asthma, but it's not a vaccine. So do we have to reclassify this drug, or we continue accepting that it's a vaccine, when it actually says people who take it can contract the virus, can spread the virus, and can die of the virus?
Okay.
This is where we analyze and we think that it is not far-fetched to say that the vaccine has failed. They must reclassify it. And this is where you accept some people refusing to take it. Because in some of the studies, young people who take the vaccine are getting heart inflammation. And heart inflammation is a serious disease. Facial palsy is a serious disease. And it has been recorded in several people. So where do we lie? When we know that the very young people, when they get COVID-19, they almost always make it. They don't pass on. Then you are injecting me a vaccine that can trigger, that has the possibility to trigger an endocarditis in me. Look, I am somebody who advocated for vaccine, and I pleaded for people to take vaccine.
Yes, that is, Doc, that is the angle for which I was coming, because I know that many research organizations across the world, together with the World Health Organization, give approval to the vaccines that are being used as we speak this morning. Now, the big question again is that if we knew the consequences thereof, why are the doctors or concerned Ghanaian doctors now talking to us about the lack of potency of the vaccines? Then again, it brings to bear the question of the fact that Ghana as a country had doses of vaccine from other European countries, from America, from COVAX initiative, from the AU, and many others. Are we to say that all these organizations and countries have not done due diligence, therefore by giving us a vaccine that is not potent enough, and for which reason we should not allow our citizens to go through that process as the state want to require now?
You see, we imported the vaccine, and the Food and Drugs Board is the mandated body in Ghana to have accepted or rejected it. They should have known the details of the studies that underwent in the first, second, third phase. Knowing very well that there was no fourth phase. Food and Drugs knew that. That is why Food and Drugs did not give it an approval, but gave an authorization for utilization. So the whole world was working with emergency certificate because WHO did not give it a full approval.
Then it means that the leadership of this country haven't done us any good. Because if you are telling us today that the Food and Drugs Authority never gave an authorization,
no, they gave authorization, not approval.
Not approval, very well. But if that is the case, then it means that clearly the Food and Drugs Authority itself did not know the very substances and then the consequences thereof. Then again, we were told, even at the time of deployment, that if you take a jab and then you have any sort of side effect, you need to report back to the Food and Drugs Authority so that they can have ways of resolving those matters that will come after. But today we are hearing something new.
You see, the whole world was in a state of emergency. The drug was studied so fast, using new scientific models to give you a drug. The group of people they studied, they saw that it was safe. Some complications came, but they did analysis to see whether in the normal population would those complications be there, and they said yes. So everybody, based on that, bought into the idea, knowing very well that the fourth phase was not done. That was why that caution was given. And the manufacturing companies are not liable to any complications. So it was left with every government to decide whether you accept it like that or you wait for the final study of the vaccine.
I see.
Before you take it. So in the midst of people dying, it has helped some people to survive. We all said, okay, let's try and save life. But now that we have seen ample evidence, we need to eat ample pie and say that yes, though the phase 4 is not conclusive, but data available suggests that the vaccine is not what we were anticipating to have.
Very well, but Doc, even with that assertion which you just made, the Food and Drugs Authority, which is the regulator, hasn't told us anything about the effect, the side effect that people received upon taking the jab. And so, how do we classify that, and how do we juxtapose the two?
You know very well, my brother, Speaker, Ghana, we are very deficient when it comes to research. How much is our researchers, our lecturers' allowance for research?
I see.
The country is so deficient in research.
No, but this is about human life, so that shouldn't even come in.
Chief, I'm telling you, other countries, everybody has downloaded, have a site on his cell phone to go and put his own side effects. Anybody who vaccinated and have a phone, there's a portal you go and put your side effects. Do we have that in Ghana? We are talking of digitalization and digitalization. This is where we should have taken advantage to get people put in their side effects with their vaccination card numbers to show that yes, but ask them whether they are collecting it. I've seen people who have had side effects. No one comes to collect data.
No, but Doc, you agree with me. We are in this country. At the beginning of this whole exercise, the FDA gave out some numbers, of which if you are a citizen and you're having a side effect, you needed or you ought had to report the issue to the FDA. Now, my big question is that upon sampling all those information and feedback from the citizens, what has the regulator, the FDA, done about all those things? And how do we move forward moving?
I have actually asked few patients who have come to my facility.
Okay.
Whether do you know the number to report your complications? So they don't know. You go to a beach and hold people, or in the entrance of a church and hold people and inject them. Ask them whether they remember the phone number they give them. The education to get these things done. Research is part of education before you conduct it.
Yes.
Educate the people to know what they are going to do before you conduct it. It's not just that injecting, recall this and do this. No. We need to spend money to educate people. We are not doing it.
I see. So now, what is the major concern? But before you come to that, with your petition to the president, kindly help us to understand. With the
I'm not a petitioner. Sorry, I'm not a petitioner.
Okay, but you just help us understand. I know by now you might have read the petition, but before you come to that, let us understand. If the FDA did approval, okay, and not authorization, how do we classify the two? What are the differences between that?
You see, when you say you have approved this medicine, it means you know the medicine from head to toe.
Okay.
But when you give emergency authorization for utilization, it means that there's consensus that has been built, and some people must take some risk.
Notwithstanding the fact that we are dealing with human life.
Yes, that is what is done. That was what was done outside. The whole world encouraged it, and as usual, we also bought into it hook, line, sinker.
And so where lies our fate? Where do we stand as a country? Because if those manufacturing companies cannot be held accountable to the very things that we're experiencing now, where lies our fate as a country?
Our fate as a country is that we have no objection. We have to allow people either to take it knowing the side effects that are existing, or allow people not to take it if they think they can live by other means. That is why some of us think that compulsory vaccination should not be. They should allow people to take it at their own volition. And from now, government should also try to invest in research to see what we can do in future. But for now, we all keep to the safety protocols of COVID-19, that it works and it helps. We should stock our hospitals with all medications that can be used to treat and mitigate people who have gotten COVID-19. Make sure those medications are free so that people can have the treatment. And possibly do a research to see how many Ghanaians have developed immunity for COVID-19 with the undiagnosed positive COVID-19 in their body. Because we know from studies that several Ghanaians have got COVID-19, but they didn't have symptoms. Per research done by Lubuchi and the West African Center for something.
Okay.
So let's do that and see. If it is true that a lot of Ghanaians have gotten COVID already, let's see whether we've developed immunity. And if we have the immunity, and those who don't want to take the vaccine, they have immunity, you leave them. But don't force people to take a vaccine. That is creating problems, causing more infection, because study says that those who are vaccinated in Europe and the rest, they spread the virus more than those who haven't even contracted it.
So you basically disagree with the government's directive. Now, how do we protect the citizenry?
Oh, the citizens of Ghana, at least with even the poor obedience of the protocols, our numbers of infection and mortality in the country has been that very, 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 very low.
It doesn't mean we were doing something right.
It means that, you see, there are a lot of scientific explanations to this. And there was a research that said that young people in Africa, developing countries, due to cross-infections of similar viruses, may have some defense against COVID-19. Nobody took it serious to study it in Ghana because there's no money.
Interesting. So you agree with your colleague doctors who have petitioned the president to do away with such a directive, especially with what the Ministry of Health has done currently, with the fact that if you haven't taken your jab, you cannot enter the Ministry of Health to transact any form of business.
How many people enter the Ministry of Health in a day?
Yes, but regardless, you don't know when some sort of transaction will find you there. So how do we deal with that? And
that's why I'm saying the ministry should allow people to take it if they want. If they don't take it, they should protect themselves, use their face masks, wash their hands well, whilst they approach institutions or corporate bodies to do their transactions.
Yes, but you know Ghanaians are doing...
If I have the fear...
Doc, you know Ghanaians are doing away with those protocols. And you saw it even during the festive season.
So you ensure that at least they protect themselves before they enter. Because if I have the fear that I'll get endocarditis, I'll get facial palsy from the vaccine, and I don't want to take it, and I'm coming to transact business to grow my company, you say I can't do my business.
Now, finally, before I end with you, the Ghana Medical Association has issued a statement disassociating itself from such a petition. You agree with them? Do you think they are on course by going against what their colleagues are equally saying? And they tell you again that it is baseless in terms of claim, that it does not have any sort of scientific backing with a sort of statement and reasons they have put out.
Thank you very much. Ghana Medical Association is an association of all doctors in Ghana, including those who wrote it. Some people within the Ghana Medical Association are top researchers. It's not everybody in Ghana Medical Association that can research. This document you read, the 11-page document, you can see how they cited very reliable articles. The fear of importing hook, line, sinker, everything abroad to our country is what is keeping us this way. We need to be innovative. We need to be innovative.
Okay.
If some people are rising up in Ghana against the world indoctrination, doesn't mean that they are not scientists. They are seeing sense in it. The researchers they cited are not Ghana. They are Europe, they are Japan, they are US, big countries. And those journals they are citing them from are peer-reviewed journals. And peer review means if you write it, your colleagues must look at them and say what you've written is facts, so it can be published, or else they don't publish it. So if Ghana Medical Association think that those people who have done this research, categorized and cited very good documents, are not making sense, please, I beg to differ.
Okay.
Let's get Ghana Medical Association come out with their research and tell us why we should take it vis-a-vis this.
Yes, but they tell you the issues and the reasons cited are not peculiar
I want
to
to see the research team of the Ghana Medical Association, the research team of the Ghana Medical Association to come and battle this. It's not a mere press release or something.
Yes, but they have told you that the issues and the reasons given are not peculiar to Ghana's situation, and so it cannot be substantiated.
That is why I laugh and I ask myself, the data Ghana government used and the Food and Drug Board used to allow us to use the vaccine, was it Ghana based? It was the same places, the same sources.
Very well.
So if you use a source in America to get Ghana to accept a vaccine, and the vaccine is not working well there, and I use the same source from that country to tell you that don't use it, what do you tell me is not based from Ghana? So they should come again.
Very well.
They should tell me, Ghana Medical Association should tell me which data in Ghana did the Food and Drug Board use to give us the emergency authorization utilization. So you see, it's flawed. The argument is flawed.
Doc, thank you very much for your time. I'm grateful this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. And to Dr. Thomas Anaba, Executive Secretary, Africa Center Health Policy and Research Analysis. Sana Medino Edin Komono. Etini no about Enkomodia ekoso about COVID-19. Vaccination no any kwanya yebefa so a yebehe se timemu ni bia no ebekọ akọwa de pane. Na mumfanche adopɛ na esase e kabro fo kakra wonti twie no papa. Eti eno ana akwakosi. But yebehe because Ghana Medical Association is one disagree with the particular reasons doctors na akomo ho abo matrosa krata na de akomo amampeye no because womo se womo ensema womo eka wo krata ni mo nyina no eni nyina so bia eba no science adesua mu a any research any data ye wo se omanya ni nyina so bia no a ewo mo sa ma ye mo de obo krata no enso na quick one ye fancy na mabedwafo no entina se rabo mamemra so na ye nhyase ewo so
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir.
And command your mambo people.
I remember.
Mr. Speaker, some na simple so.
And then about it simple.
Yes, sir. Yariaba. Panye we na we betimi abo ho ba abo nua ho ban. Na so the office e won wa. Fine. Chiwa. Say na okro no.
But wo.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Ma wo in fact me kura no me hwe almost 6 months echi utimi say wo bi utimi say na fofra me say wo. Because we got only money kontia. So share whether we are home sisi organa.
Yes.
And said nkofo si bo wakem, kofo si bo wa onwumem, kofo si bo wa nom ne ade a. Senka omo start testing na no omo ye contact tracing na. Em senka Ghana population no, ke betime anya be 50 million e be ka se omo ye anya covid ni bi. Enti fane na ye wo no, e simple. Simple no ne se unyamo ne bi wo mogya mu ana covid-19 mo ne bi ba wo mogya mu a yare ne bi ba. Panian wa will be a betimi aboa ma so be yare mpa wonyare kese ana implications ana so so yare ne mwande ba no unyane kese na gofa wu abrew enti we de ayi papa de hu but efa bi wo so amene doctor yadwe ebinum gidie ne so omo de omo mpe.
Okay.
Ma ban nye no e ho na me problem ma ban nye no chenchene
aban so asodie ne se obebo ho ban
aban so die no but enkwane ewunie obi a won choice
aban asodie ne se obebo ho ban. A public health emergency situation, the responsibility of government to protect every citizen.
Okay.
And you do baby, I will write in a crowd. I buy it immediate. Either than that, I can cover the buy. I call lockdown. China. And can call lockdown. I buy a cocoa imposition of the Restriction Act and the buy and what say because of the current health situation. Yamamunina mu piena mu tubomwa. Ebe mo mine jija. O mine nyina yaria. The country is sick. Economy ni ho. Ejuma bibia no ebekoso. The more reason why I buy at this measures here day eto akwem. Enti at particular point in time no, enye de wo pay as citizen ana abenya. I'm ready to make sure.
Because I am
what me. My prophet has said
answer. 1 minute. Enti aban yes area na ebedu ha no. Obi anim success enkunimdi asade ye ediaba. Mr. Speaker, me no nyina nim o compare Ghana with other countries measures are binding Guaquemu and Faso Abaso with respect to Savas.
Yes.
And it's a doctor, Miss on the research, you know. wa hunu se paneɛ no kro won fa so ni so a yenya no
okay prophetess mama ntio na ye mo
Mr. Speaker,
one paper one story na
one say empanimfo ka asem bi se bo mo chiche firi nsu ase be ka se den chemawu a ye nyi na chi na papa ne nkasa ye mu no o can say Ghana Medical Association is the mother umbrella
of all the
omu nyina asase bi
yes
na omu hwa ade na ekoso na e no no na twe ne ho aba abonten abe sa concerned doctors no e no mba be kire sa asemi na won say yes asemu ni dance ya ye twa ho bi na ye dia ye dance ye enti asema o ka no ye o ka ne say ade no does it provide immunity one say ade no bae no eye putuprum emergency service and as a drug and no mo ye de maaye
near finding measures
near finding measures ade no crown sem fiti ase near se ye nipa ne ye ne aduro bia de besi ade na no kwan efei anchan ye te say yes sa Sputnik ne ye ka hunu nyina asase ya eba okay sabre no ye no ye ni capacity esa so nya research bia e bet media provide and as they be produce any kind of vaccine
Ghana sem na kan ya na
ma yes Ghana sem na
edi 10 years kra ye ntimi nyebi
I would not say some penny back and say, yeah,
and health minister said, and health minister said, Omuguso.
I want to buy me bow. Ain't you brad in a buy and Ghana for you now? You want to we are singing. So when you lock you down, one not them when you are general, and you go fast have vaccine the buy. If you start time, you best say, yeah, say, what is preventing the Food and Drugs Authority to do their own research on the vaccine? Said Rona mo yede buy and also all can say because na de na ye emergency they gave an emergency authorization and not approval they not approve it sir de na ye on said robia ye be no mo Ghana ha say no yes say it is FDA approved FDA approved, but this one it was an emergency situation, so they did not do any research in order to approve it. And just free start time basis abri yenyamre edia mamo. What have they done about it?
Very good question, but you I was already asking Kessben 92.9.
I agree to Madras bibizo.
Check me back.
Madras kosi baby.
What's here live? 92.9. So what's here? 93.3. So Kessben TV across the country. But your test line no 055-144-4933 and no WhatsApp console no. For messages no ebra. Who agree? Say panie no. Yanya ne change ranche emran show nakowo because wuwu a obekasa aban no anye na famudi aban so wo ye na famudi enuro ni nyina na yakwa akopedi aba obampanyin ka say by June nanka yetimi vaccinate 20 million of our population nanka ye hu se ye nyina na ye healthy entimi amba so sa but gradually vaccines no bebre aba bebre ba ye no so a ese ne yesi yango ana vaccines ne go expiring date nso wo ho enti eno ne nkombo no enti pacho ma wo consensus ni nyina no ebra
honorable pacho mama a minute
daddy yemfa paper one paper one story
yes mafa daily graphic science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And mampeni essay a take you of STEM. And you know mampeni the aso eco forma. Or maybe a bit to me any money abefo and in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM. And mampeni we show on the screen on the education minister honorable Yaduchum and then Penfueka and Amoshentino saying that the graphic bonus equipping students with 21st century skills. STEM project takes off. Not as a yashas yentino no ho afei mami morgan times so mami nwe daily guide na kogan times so ambulance services Mr. Speaker yes say womo womo nkofo obi a yes fu onim ama akwakoye akwakoye sem bebre nje ono bukabra mi ta kando edna no atum se omunye probe Ghana sem inquiry there be inquiries anti hunsem bi no but our services are free. National ambulance service abi ya no say omonka so obi antofo engu ambulance man sana ya ba be fountain no free e no hunsem kakra na graphic e bo ho amane accept 7% salary increment fair with this appeal to workers enra speaker say won cry no so kai say me boss say aketwantu mu na ba na say me fo no beti ase ya ena anopay workers no dia ba 7% increment no so na fair with this salary commission edit to the me fo nim say omo hwe economy no Senia economy this year. Economy. I mean, Dr. Kofi Credo Preku. Economy. Senia economy this year na wamu anintum santino. A graphic there no. Agree yanko gane.
Okay, mama na mama nya adwuma we wa homa de sombra. Mini abema asomedo da kwa soa ewa homa de so da mini ni nkomo. Na school na ye bie de ndra me kan ye no. Na nkrofo di atem. So eniama ni bi wo ho no ma. Ye be kan se de sitie na we no sabituo bi anim. Makacho dada endra so mekae sa sabri ya ye kase ya wokọ aban schools ni mu a basic one no enkwala ni tifi still na wo mu di bronya no wo mu ekọ ankrankro schools no private schools no wo mu ko school kusua de ebre no so nso a wo mu nyina no wo mu betro the same BEC the same questions obi ade enye different. Enti da bia na akoba ne se wo mo ekọ ayidie eme elefo ne de da bia no wo mo abon enso nya sa nete aban na enya ne hye eye ye ka no kra ne kire mo so a mo se ma me enka na mo kokọ apan na mo send messages na mo di atem basa de esitie no ye be ka ne sa ade akero free SHS won na bia school double track or single track or green track or hwan challenges ne doso asoma do agbo continent akobia bia hodo bebre ba me no any nkomo especially within the Ashanti region na yento ankomodie ne so atime ka ma chi
ba jo so binia
na empomboko de
na ko ba roma ade ati e de.
Very well. What are the peculiar challenges Eba? Yenim secondary schools in the BS school. Track ben the woman says here. What more difficulties are one more come no air them. Yanim ya ben a wet miyako within the Ashanti region. Na yenti on komobono.
Yo mimia meno kase. Senior high school, one more BS school. Eko 2 weeks ni. Na obo Asante Mountain no de wani ko aprobo do ami ankasa me de mani ene manamo tutu akọ me ahodo ni bi mo a. One more BS school there enso ohaw bebre wo school mo a. Sabi meno kase. Headmasters no entimi nka. Efi se ubi wa no koka wanya asem. Akoye political ene ekoso. Enti no anu so mo ye saa na wo mutimi. Na ye ka ko say wo mo bie na nkwara no bie no me no ka say form 2 form 3 4 wo mo ko ne form 1 4 no nyina wo green 4 no na sesi a me no ka say sika ka wo say ka wo mo bie no ana say ka last ye ma kwan no sika ka wo say ka ban di bro school no na kom di bo school ni ho bra no me no ka say na ni nyina atimi aba
okay
na no wo mo bie sika aban atimi di abra wo mo no enkwara mi bedi na wotu miensa 3 weeks e wo school enti sa 3 weeks no hu sika ana ban na sisi ni nyina de abra wo mo abra e ka dada ho a aban no entimi ntuaye na no na akoya ade so ama sabi headmasters eni wo ma kire for say na wotu miensa enkwara bedi na BBC school a ekwa be no mbefa so minia na kupa ni say e ka first semester any second semester form 1 form 2 form 3 entia minya etre say aban sika na wo so otua mom no wan tua ni na otua mu 50% ene ma wo so me no ka say sika no na nkomo ani da so say ka ebia na no mu bie no anka ebetimi aba enso entimi ama ene sa omo sese na otumi ensa ho sika ede ma headmasters is omo formal school ho bla no enu pa ho a minua teachers intervention enya de am no ka say omo nsa etimi aka staff intervention na de a omo nsa etimi aka wenum ya de a eha schools no ahodo pi wo ba nyankopon anim ni se eka schools so a eye senior high schools a wo ga na ha wo ba santimanta mu a Asante region LED senior high schools na minua se sabre nema wemu eko na se ya bie school na ebinum ntimi enko ya menu ka say wo mo run single track no aban emie school na ama wo mo edi entia sika wo de be run school no aban ntimi fa mai eno nti wo mo amie se menu ka say na no pai wo mo ye class meeting e wo Anglican utumi say akoya ade so mo say aban no na otumi ansa mo di no school no so mo break no mo ko na saban na ntimi antua sika na mo a enya de a won bebie school ene on betenam ko saban no be yo mo asede am wo eti minua bra wo mo bre nyina ne se aban se oye free SHS eye ebebo a man no aboa Ghana fo na mum aka dia e wo saban no e ka ho e ma free SHS no etimi di mu na school no etimi koso
ma abusuafoɔ ho tɔn mo na kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ho tɔn mo no ɛno na wɔsɛ saa bere mi no kasa aban no ntumi nyɛyɛ
so say yɛn kasa no meba schools bɛn saa no watumi a visit schools bɛn saa nso ana ɛwɔ saa particular challenge
me nua sɛ yɛka ebia anam di kaka no ebi benya asɛm sɛ the medical de atu gya no
dabi obi a no ho benya asɛm
ebi benya asɛm
so what obo
no
wɔn a problem so what ye problems no ɛwɔ problem no nso wɔ hɔ se yɛ bɛ solve wɔn a ɛwɔ problem no mpacho schools bɛn saa
in general Ashanti region Ghana nyina imponye Ashanti region ko Ghana nyina ana de ba ko a yɛsɛ wura mu yɛnya sɛ surprise ne mama ɔmo no ɛno nso yɛ ade a ɛha ɔmo yɛ because school boy no hia mo na surprise no ontimi mfa mo ne ma because of politics ana ɔde ne ho akɔwura ne ama no contract eti obekọ akofiri niema no obi ho aban fa ne sika ma no ma ne nkotua ya enya de awokọ a eno nso obetimi anya biem eno nso ya de a edi wo munya papapa no na no mo ka se kane no na nka do no mo gigi fees na ya na asa wo de forget school fees no kra wo mo na mo sopra niema no wo mu bie mu ma ankrankra bia wo sika obetimi ne aban ya adwuma e de aboa saa time no na niema timi koso me no ka se school bi ho a enkete kra ye de ye nkwan e ma adesuafo dibie no o mu nyan school bi wo ho a gele fufuo o mu timi di me ka no kra na tro enye politics na ye na mo de de ani akohunu ana ye ka se de Ghana ye mo se betime tumpon ama Ghana adesua koso ene adetira koso ntina ma ye tu sa na mo a ye ka eno so beboa ama aban ne mpanimfo ote so wo mo adwuma wo mo ye esinto wo mo timi atu ho ana mo na so dem di kaka no say headmaster bi bie na no so okoka akoye Ghana sam ne ye de ani abesi ne so enu nti ye problem a eda wo manu mu a me no ka say senior high school so mpanifo su o mu su because of enema nkoye enti do mo ka say o de aban wonya ne nema me kan me na opa yankota de wo for bia ongogo no nkota okota sa ubewusa sa nema ni nyina me kan ebeba
so me da say mame emfa won see here na yentoa so ekire yebesa so edi sa nkomodo na yetime ahwe akosia mame mra so na de kra no boso mame na yenko
Mr. Speaker asem we betima man by 20 seconds per na match na Maria Ketua bi wo ho sa senior high school for asemi so ade ne your political policy. The fact say a political policy no does not mean say a beboa Ghana nyina. Mr. Speaker, obia or support akwada bi e wo school bi mu ni ade no. Yes say yes sponsor needy but brilliant. Needy but brilliant. Enti ade no say yes ye yone e dia Ghana ni yetimi dia boa enwomasua. Why don't we have a cut off? A cut off point. Say bi ade no yes ye free. Ye free now so ye first obi a obenya be 17 20 and 18 yes say examination favors therefore wunya above 20 no entrese bia wabon na mmom sa ko wachi na kosua de bio na sa bra betro eno kra be boa ma ye ne san kan kwada ne besua de wo je chase because wonu so osua de yi a na ade ne befa no am yetimi government yetimi sponsor no obi na ye wo ne say onko school obo ono ma oye business for ba be di dwan so be ye enti denti na akora binya 50 obinya 40 obinya 35 and above musi yensum wo nyina nkogu school I this our problem we ya bring yes we should have a cut off point
na abedwafo ne ntenase wo mo ba ya che
all right enti me the Daily Statesman and at Ghanaian Times Mr. Ghanaian Times na Ghanaian Times and National Road Safety Commission or more Director General Mrs. May Obri Boahena ebo amane said the year 2021 afia etwa mo no kan kwansian kwa ye esi ye ewo my Ghana mo no na ye empem mienu ahenkron aduonu and 2924 nipa do akwansian si ye no omo hwere omo nkwa ewo mu ehu asam and Ghanaian Times ebo amane na fe eye mass science education no so omo de abeto on mama mpani akokate so do akra na ehon so de ye sase we free Ghanaian Times
okay body aka ni so na yenko honorable boss so na yenko
mama mefa daily guide into aso mamifa daily guide into aso boko ensensem no a Mr. Speaker ba ya posifo ko chi nipa be du mienu edo mo bankra mo do mo ko court no emu asafu nya bi o mo chese nra enipa miensa enetuo aka wo mo fresh boko classes leave 3 dead and the daily guide ebo ho amaniano pay and STEM no science technology engineering and mathematics and also 32 million Ghana cedi STEM academy takes off there's a sika bindi remo opepe eduasa me no near 32 million Ghana cedis and bindi remo nti eno nso ho nsem de eno no Africa na taxen the daily guide any man pay na o kire say your bad boy churches because we got only bad boy churches
idea
akwa bi wo ho a ono a ontime establish business and ono nso a woni adwuma bi obeye enti owa na wape edin bi a ede Jesus Christ is my love evangelical ministry. Na wakope signboard. Na wakope
Bible school.
Na say branding di omo ye. Omo print banner na no omo di abo asori dan ni. Na ni mfonyi sofo.
Okay.
Let that so.
Wasra
obi mu so
na ko no wagina ni ti.
Omo blow.
Na
Jerry Kells so say.
I don't like na text e ka ho asem. O say ye frɛ omo bad boy churches.
Okay.
Akoda boni ya wakoti asori. On ti asori so de twi akra menyame. On ti asori ne se wode ye nyame adwuma. Na mo ti asori ne se ode ye business no de apesika agu ne botom.
Enti yenya the church of bad boys.
Le brezo anya sika no pa.
Omanya. Na omashada hwehwe ayi bi agu ayi no omotontom ankofo. No na ka na taxi ka ho asem se e se aban no hwe. Na oman ni nyina ye hwe na eyesia no. Afa sosu wa ya enua sosu. Ayi Medina ho.
Yes.
Okay say demonstration before mo kwan ho a ekoko ba ye say posifo penachi no a na onafia or the posifo ko human right court a posifo so den court no just say no court na nso so o ma jone asem no ntie no nsem kakra wa ha sa ememu anketenkete bi o mo kobo kro no ba ko 17 16 18 na ye ka o masem no o masa badeli guide ni man opedo o just say o makoye another robbery e obreku.
Okay.
And the apostle here on more and the daily guide there me this was
me for the Daily Statesman and so na Daily Statesman na Ghana Medical Association etre say na see papa yin kom ya no wodie ye and o mo say COVID-19 no vaccine no is safe for everybody to take. And FA yeshe South Korea this year omu tu kwan abo my Ghana mu omo travel restrictions no aban so to no de to omo so say wuntimi ntu kwan emma o my Ghana mu for some period no aban ekire mu say wasan I extended date no e dey amom.
Okay. And mafa chronicle do bokata.
Last one.
Okay, mafa chronicle do bokata. KMA abandoned 6 major projects after paying 193,000 Ghana cedis to contractors. Ose KMA omo project bakumako best in Siambia no so mo ye no. Sikari de omo tua emu be 193,000 e de contractors no. 193,000 Ghana cedis ama contractors no but project in Siambia contractors na abandon nti ehun sam no kakra e wa ha 32 million Ghana cedis STEM academy for Accra no science technology engineering and mathematics yaka on sam and so chronicle abo ho amane. Okay. Killer Kofado voice is not mine. Omo de kwadu abo omo se omo ko hye kokuo omo so omo kotu abaego ya omo wo court no na enra omo ko board obi o court wo kire ewura no na omo bo voice ni din se omo che omo mpanya Kofado a ba ko se omo nko no na ba ko se omo mfa ne nkwafu obi wo weja ka so abaria ho obi da moto bi na omo ko chechire de omo no omo bo yi no se da bi we nya ne ne a nti omo ko peni bakura ene ne nti court ho a omo ka ho MPP youth group alleges abuse of code of conduct by leadership eno a mebunu bi ye wo MPP amrekom ye nsantwefo hyiamu na omo say as a fragmentation race no between Allah and Baumia we supporters ko ye de ayeka we supporters ko ye de ana ye ani na utie wo mo pa wo mo se eya ete sala nkojo kire matin supporters de wo mo ko gina ba bia ko ka radio so ene ade a wo mo de enye na mom se Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia supporters ko ye dia ene ye nto nom ne mo ensem nti wo mo de 2 MPP mpanifo nim John Buodu ne wo se ma Fred Blay ene national executives nanim se Omada Roma what is good for the goose speaker
so good
is equally good for the
Ganda.
And it is some ha akosia so nsa oso ne sentino oma mra no enye fe Enti chronicle dia wode eba no.
Be that se braso se akosia ye bo asiama.
Na the new Appiah ye bo asiama.
Yes.
The new crusading guide and mampani ekasa the prophetess. We wan ma so nkomwa nyame adoma the days ahead of you nyame besim.
No your last one.
Na maybe more. Enti the new crusading guide na mampani ekasa efa eye stem no nyame adoma engineers ye be produce omo every stem no mu e de aba bonten ye about 30,000 Ghanaians and then nyame adoma e de baba bonten na fe eye honorable for chronicle ohun
na ma boso
hwe ne na Mr Speaker ye fancy na fe yem ye kwan man penny for me.
All right, we that say enti ye come man penny for me na say but patcho share so mama text line no 0555 159933 na with the messages no e de aba
Mr Speaker esum no ho asem no
meba 055-144-4933 and no any numbers yedi edijuba enti ma wadwen training na no embra enti mi wo Kumase na maba Kumase na me ba me duru enra da dwene mani anje medical aka
thank you
ekrom ha no painful ha
thank you
painful ha so wo mo wa ha because wo mo be ye ne ma be kru na yeden etumpo
yes
na eye ferry eye niwo
enya sam ketwa
esum
me se wonam na so highlight to say dien ma me ncho ba bia niwu kese pa regional office regional ommo pesa kwan no ehosum
minister no
ehosum
ora sa mo mensa o yeden enya sa kwan ne so no over
ommo office drive fan na ho anajo bra wa de ka
another serious issue every day so eba kono enti kwan no to mutimi nya ho bibia ka
arabo me ka asem ba ko me nka enu siase Kumase nkane asem na me ka wo de dwaso nkomo no eno ye central government
anabo ba bia ho
fiti nkoko ba nyina photos say quota ne nam so kura minim eno no ye next time
okay.
But the question is say ekrom ha no Kumase the second biggest city in Ghana
ball and sum na wa
ferry say ufri kro ni mu eba na wo fiti kro ni ti ede ba nyina no esum adru ye
mama ncho ba bia ho san so ye another dangerous sports wo fi swam runabout quarter fno kwakosi eye new road junction esie ye ho no
okay
ho sum kabi ho so kra no se de hote ho ye esie ye nti edu anwumra obi amfa ho nti imagine say wonam ho na dwu bibia si na oka esie break down wa obi wura besi wo so
akoso mama example me no ekua ena no maxima junction tech akromfo kwaji awura bi bag boni ti ya because of esum and I know assembly member wo ayi amakom runabout wo Mr Speaker I won say o my children's park bi ho
yeah
and o mo jai na efunra assembly member no concern o de ba any say anya aboso bi ba ko bia okofafunu wo sa children's park wura mo
enti ede na paying for that is me concern you see sa na na ekoso na edru ba bia airtime you see the beauty of every city eyen kania eni niema say e bedudo kronim wo fa street so along ni ade ayeduadua ni nyina no e wo se ye treme ni nyina no na ye kama na kro na nimonyam no e
kro along so de ye nante so
it looks as if said the bibia amfa wo mo because Andra my greatest worry aboabo nyina yesum wonam na poto da wanima
so am magazine kwan so say che mensa bonsum peso aso
wo drew a year your friend says speed ram so na wo ba before or aboto bo ase wo be full speed rammer. You can never see unless I want my highlight. Now with the atu driver near one non so badly. One nam asokwa interchange so eba besi your friend say
Kumase mo
etutomua de babesi ahaya asafu leba haya
eba ona service haya
just a baby ayesum and I ask myself say why one nam major road to commercial palace I'm paying for ba da bia e ho keke so kra muntimi fixing kanea no. It is city authorities na wa no ebra be pa na wo adwuma be pa na wo moye when ye human pay na nado so be free jubilee house no aba be yes ade no
dabi
what you say ye wo MMDC assembly members wo krom ha wo moti krom ha they must know and tell the people and tell the MCs ni say baby ani na na ma ye ba ni nyina na de say sum ko a yetimi yes ade we ya. Then what is the meaning? Say you tia kunya so say me ye mayor, me ye way.
The only road they draw na draw wonam so a de. Now who anim ye sofa light to turn so. Because what they ni ye solar. Solar na no ankasa bright come be drink say no ankasa ye fix bubble say ye ne dey yo. Ye fa way power no and a day so. Enti dey tem bia hire na apart from a hot dey.
Baby, I
yes, also
better
winning.
Again, Mamma Juma Wembra, Roda Appiah FDA Casamafo, na Meneno and Concodin Como. Mammy, an opportunity, good morning. Hello. Mammy, what's make good morning? Hello. Okay. One Timinka. Hello, Mammy, Roda to make good morning. Okay, Yenshana Yansanso Enfano Emrabim na Yentimi Enin in Como. We wanted to verify, say COVID-19 no vaccines no saying na isi etie. Ejuma ben pa na Food and Drugs Authority edifa vaccine ne ho. So far womo agye jab na womo anya complications no. Ede na FDA aye so far. Ma me kwa homa ne so biem. Ma me Road Appiah kasama for Edinburgh the Food and Drugs Authority. Ma me otimi kan opia good morning.
That's a good morning.
That's right. I feel you what mete on kapa. Na empombo ko the official panso.
I think committee ya Kessben for any different na.
Yo.
Bonfire fever after family.
Amen. Yeah, that's a son of pay your boy promo wagia. So now, first of all, Ejuma Ben pa Anna Food and Drugs Authority. Ewo matina ye. Mo ye ansa na COVID-19 vaccine mo jia tumu se nro ne ye papa Ghana for wa enkofa o ha bia no emma.
Yo, Food and Drugs Authority. Emma she said what my point. Say you very Indian for deliver products. I will write the boy on among other things. And see, a say, oh my, nothing in our for the pandemic. And among the green every day, a business says that they are for clinical trials. Helps be a diabetes and me asa COVID-19. I started here clinical trial. Among protocols their trial. Apart from that, so FDA share with the chairperson at the vaccine regulation forum. And so you did market here on the exactly. That is a whole Food and Drugs Authority woman with the more for continent. Down so now, there's also the World Health Organization, WHO, in no certification issues, and so I do an amount between everyone because it's a critical committee for WHO.
Okay.
In the breast, covered, which I say, what is the imported vaccines about my. Yes, answer to an more similar and more needed to African level, any WHO level. Actually, I would answer documentations, near samples are accompanying vaccines are running. Nina Mamu, started with Kessben, AstraZeneca type.
Yes.
AP India, Serum Institute of India. MIA and System, samples are all right on the back. Documentation second where you said the pH levels near Dana at the check cold chain. Comments are what the vaccine near the samples are your one of them. Due diligence, I will run the live. So my
breaky. Okay.
May drive the currency, make us still produce and say, I'm on the hard way. Think
yes, they say a kakra. But it's more yes, I due diligence in your area, no. Mubetimia confirm me, Ghana Nibiotiano Pese in no papa. But side effect I will be more drona na ebano. I don't know how do we justify it. And then I'm why you found so far.
So far, no, I just I am not say. That fact to be common. Common aspect. A bit nipa. The system will be better. The war finance. So what ya? In a day or two, now I clear now to a extent. You started to get this final. Every year, you have to be there. You see a stay and your friend 50 money. You see, you're going to be a near day. So you promise for some of the vaccinations. I need some contact. A year follow up for no more. How much we are reporting your friend for that? Your son, your friend, med safety app.
Okay.
Over Panya Farm, when we see me, so any access drug reaction, adverse reactions from the body. And one is a very simple data. I'll bet me out from Facebook phone. So it's a one of me to say, not say what everything. And a part of global effort to say all over the world. They monitor the safety of now. There was a food from joint committee for the review with 19 vaccines.
Okay.
Now, almost every 2 weeks they get published. You can regulatory up newspapers, no graphic. And yes, answer this social media world. They say I was for so far, no. There kind of other reactions and common all over the world. I'll say so. The best out a large save for use. Ma amount for the don't want. They'll do immune response system. They are really teenage now.
Kessben FM 93.3. Asidankwa.
Okay, but the very final one na menewo enwie. Eti sadie yi nyina moye nyina echi no. Does the FDA still find out from one more enya such complication no? And then what do we do to them? Because now a group of medical doctors, meaning say working kind sadie no, challenge the potency of the vaccines are here war, and then they make emphasis to the fact that scientific research and articles are abenyina no prove the efficacy of drugs no enya there. You bet me I rely on. For that reason, Tina is still crying. Obi boy drona na waji drona still bet me nya COVID no. If says a sadness here, dear, why do we have to make it compulsory, mandated on our citizens? Say SSA will be no ekwakwaji edrono. That is the challenge. Wamoto ediamamo FDA as a regulating institution.
Okay, about the policy population, a Ministry of Health. And a map about Monday, M10 report on our Minister
Kessben.
HMU FR that is said, Obisa on what and Mana and woman it's responsibility our role. Our freedom to be it's open war for the other people associated with this with our potential. And you're not just a social gap, but obvious and also see for on to but near FDA in charge of approving the abandoned define any policies regarding employment service. It's also see a data say news only serious adverts yeah also for people. And I'm saying well the boost because of yeah dear. I think that's very high over the world.
Okay.
See, just the amount of person minister no na new year the man mandatory vaccination and come on the minister ni kind year man for anything and all can I say na omuntimi hu ne but every day near person is sing near yes to Diana say man phone call more munya strobia wo mu so mo wapane na ebe mo ayare na so yes sir.
Okay. Rada mame na wasia no pay any wadaje. Maybe any best about Champion. It's a mammy road appear a Kasama for at the Food and Drugs Authority. Woman and Rowing and woman at the Hojuma. Bringing us to exactly 33 minutes after 8 a.m. My friend was joining here. This is Kessben 92.9, Kessben 93.3, Kessben TV across the country and of social media, Facebook and so share live on Kessben TV and of Kessben 92.9. So, me did Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker, and I'm privileged to join you in Kumasi and me drivers, me taxi drivers are mutie nyina na no pay me wa ha o pass by ya be twa mfonyi kama na afei o consensus a wo nyina de betim be edin komo ete be da se me wache me wakọ aba na mabegafo no atena se but your numbers are yedi juma no 0555 1444933 eno WhatsApp number no and afei normal text message no 055 1599 933 na afi with your messages ni nyina so etibi ede aba wo ko Facebook no so Kessben TV with your comment ni ba ya beje bre na ya kenkan ni nyina so etibi ede ama the honorable George Obin Techi a member of parliament edema Manson Kwanta on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party wono atena se anopay wono eba bebuama yetimi edin komo ana afei minia bema minia penyin PV Janto Abuaten Datsen a former presidential staffer wono so atenase anopay wono so eba na afei yetimi edin komo na anopay ye be the very issues cause ma bedwafo no achi na mema wo mu nyina no so akwaba PV Maakye
Nyamejoso
na empomboko de
na daroma hoye
afisha panso
afin committee I hope so uso hoye
eradiado ode enko ache yakasa wo phone de so na anopa die be hia mu nyina no wa ha in the studio wo ana ne buate enti me da se ma me ma honorable ache na me ma no akwaba honorable ache
mejoso minia
be wo microphone de kakra ma me pushi bra kakra
right mejoso
Embombo ko the official the last time we share was in 2020.
Yes.
I won't cry. Yes. And the share Kumasi.
Exactly.
It's VF. But constituency boko there.
Very boko.
Bibia koso.
Bibia koso.
Okay. Yada trade yampon asem. Pacho any dia kwaso. Mumma me be si madu. Na menton ade kakra mra na afi yen hyase na yebepon no ndu enti ebre ne kakra wo ma yebetimi edi nkomo ma me mra akua ho na yenton ade kakra ekia
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, mami tio na yenton ade kakra.
All right. One say na maboso ba na meja paye. So ahunti o musika na omde aso yemu. E was say it's me e kan omo kakra. E na no pay yes say ye weda no emu ayehye.
Okay.
Wona ma awia ne hyew. It is said there na ubetimi nya nice skin na usiesie wo ho a etimi ya complementing ubehia Divine Mercy Cosmetics na ne niema wakofa ede aba ebi e QEI lotion PI efe ye wa Mervel lotion Elliot body osan so e wa seminar hodro e wa facial cleansers yesan so e wa eye nkrofo makeups ne ade ya wakra de aba nyasam ketu akra na o kumase dum Alaska Star Building on boss FM ye opposite maybe to Divine Mercy Cosmetics say your friend on 055 345 7200 Kopenku Papa Sra na timia boa amani peduanom aye fe kama efei wanum betimia da ho na wo se apai fita wo brain carbon enyina wanum a wo behia Kel Charcoal toothpaste aka ne nanke de body tire wo bro na de bidie ato so na de atwi wo se na fe wo se timia pai sham kama enese ni wa yesi ye pentam eni biaba ene na behia apose papa ye be mo wanum etumi ada ho Samara pharmacy for na akrade aba bebi eton ne ma bia Okwa oso pe Kel Charcoal toothpaste ebeboa o efi yesi ebesua nwoma ne yakwa animu dia ene ne ebekọ Kessben University College ye affiliated to Kwame Appiah University of Science and Technology na ye courses are anoden e hono manso lecturers ni bi ene be Kessben University esan so ebekira de na courses no se kra 2022 ye de abeka ho eye BM Media and Communication Studies yes also ye broadcasting and print journalism public relations and advertising courses no Edros bebre obi bia wo pa kwanya ediama oba numbers no eye 0501637383 and 0275637383 ye wo kuma se kunta se efe so Asada House opposite ye city campus no ewo honom police ni na duro no ye friend say imbues herbal mixture ebeboa boost immune system na se ye ka covid yare enwasem na covid bodura wu ni peduama wanwu na watimi aye basa no ebeboa watimi anya anwaden agina honom ba bia ye to no my Ghana fa na mu nyina no wokwa ye police ni na duro imbues herbal mixture ubenya bi na ne number ye 0246208496 unya bi no ma ebeboa efe to pain capsule to pain capsules be bona to pain ni nyina ase na kire se wo joint pains usisi wo chepe wa chibramo wo kon wo da soro no pa wa da mattress papa so enso still be soro na honam nyina ye wo ya wo be hia to pain capsules and ointment wo nom be ye capsules ya to pa ye no na afi wo the ointment no so twetwe na timi abọ na wada na from afi emema prostate wadi mfie aduana num ekoso no prostate ne be sase atije wo bi wo no ma wo jonso kakra bi na bi sa ginam afi enso kra no wo jonso na mu so emu ya emu sa pa mienu a ubehia eya prostate capsules abeboa amwatimi adun soboko Dr. Solomon Aduro enonom o se ya ne nkasa wa 0245 6160280245616028 o kuma se kentin krono on a shelf filling station no di enhwani mu sa enwumakuo wei ene kra ye mu enano pa ya ma tedwumadie yesin konya de ema mo Mr. Speaker ye dane ede amano na afei ensema telatelo ne mpanimfo yi ehwe ne nyina agufo mama
me da say na nyame enhwa pa onye okese why ade pa me ba nyina why ade ziga so ochia why
Kessben.
I was having that said exactly 40 minutes after 8 and what joining here. This is Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 war and crime. Kessben TV war across the country from the northern to the southern part, eastern, western, and the Bebiano, Obiano, Eshe across the country. It's in Patrician so na fat wo messages in no ebra yebebre na yakin kind in so at the amount. And koma ho do a group no so no pay yebehwe school feeding same capitation the basic school level schools no still na no yentime MBA the claim say any textbooks ahodo say basic schools no enya na afi adesuafo a wo mo school people no etimi sua de no ni nyina no emaye for the past almost 2 years to 3 years money aban timi and supply textbook with the new curriculum anaka for a year and no na mansem no akwa ye bebre na afi on top of it no other issues are akanyina no anope yene wo ebedi ho enkomo ye pa enti ma membra PV so na menhyase ewo ne so na me mane simedu a edikan PV
yeah.
Yes, sir. And Maria Shasia, schools, no reopening date, and the challenges are a war, even the free SHS level. The tracks are intimate, one more echo, but peculiarly, no, Ube's a basic level, up to now, capitation, call ye, date crank, but friendly the baby, up to now, your name, Simedu Edika, not Mintio.
Zapia, Mencha, Minia, or Mintachine, with Tifu, and no more na. Na yana onyankopon so ase so ahwe nso aboye ho ban ohwe isuku sem no hu sem kana se baabi adu no aye bibibia ewo ho na pese me free ase free ni say unim say you started for republic yenya 30 years
yes 6 March.
Yes, and 30 years now, very long enough. Say transformation biana di be person son na we money ye biano. 30 years
Kessben.
long enough a friends and period. I was to me ye san me a good pronunciation ye kan wasem. Enti me busa yon say we under this for within these 30 years no your problems be pa na yetima solve na Ghana.
Under the Fourth Republic.
Yes. Yesuku hu sem ye koye nim ni abayachi ye koye nim ni abayachi. I don't think that it speak well of us. The major political actors no you see me adia ye pese ye say be busumi nsia sese ni ye okroma na nkore a SHS free omu bi school you free kan be sina kwatamali you free Kumasi ekokofodia you free Kumasi ko panda you free voter rate be Kumasi across the country you free bolega be sina be Kumasi konkan omu nyina koduru ho wie awofo apebosan de gana makwan to nse be a abosumi ni de akwa na oni ni bibia yi bim ari echena akwa no asan Africa ebi ko Africa san ba adanwa den a yesi en kofi na bosumi no edi bosumi na aye den
yaba
nyaba obi tiwa ituanka wo so mo hwe saadi wi nti ndu be me kan se na se saadi wi yetime se sebe man de se adwuma se de ma bodam ni bi otin kwanchan a anka yebenya the same results. Nti ekwan ye fa so ye yesuku sem no enne basic kwan ye hunu ada wo mo ko school ya tran 2 years 2 good years textbook eni babia nti ye teacher from ekwan be no mo fa so akira de
private ya mom teachers park
private schools in there sa na ka books no mo say wo mo approve ye no wo ma tom le chen nkran de o omo de chen kola de basic for nanu ye o ma ko test o mo say friends
national standardized test
ye ja private school for ni na as if say o mo nka Ghana for enti ye school sem no
I know I quite remember say me bisa educational minister I think on the 28th or 27th before the Christmas one more year media engagement from the ministry and I'm bisa and say how are they going to ensure say one more the private schools no akasa examination no but his response no say one more better no more ruling out the examination with the public schools ekwanim no more share no more private schools na kasa wow person will part of it no they will find a way of absorbing you.
I know that's a very defective will be also a part of it where education minister for government schools and private schools count papa no o kiti problems
already chum
yes o kiti problems sa ade am uni say STEM school share your mortgage get fund about 2 years ago for $1.5 billion to complete double track enemy and for Andrew o san ko fa STEM education we asana ba bi sinipa apampan kan sika no e wa even can't it be converted to serve the same purpose? Ya 1 year yanko classroom da. It tells you we should have an alternative. Can't we even invest in virtual education at example because here ye betimi afa house ye. And then niema de be ya e mo sika ko di obotom sika sanema na babale. Problems on one when I want solve what the be eba be ka ho. Engineers 30,000 and there.
Yes, Juma Pao.
What complicated idea no. Textbooks you know, when I want solve that problem no. And that STEM schools you know, I was say special school you could see baby. And now say in ye way no, you bet him the account existing schools you know, aye amana ye Juma. Free education and essence way you. Sha me can say akwa to say ye pre-independence. Kwame Appiah self government now. Ye be dan kwane ni team to say ye
progressive.
Yes. Obi no wutia safa ho die no. Obi aba wo se me de sesi am de aba. Eba wi na adana ye pre na die na ye de ye. Free SHS no me madwem say yes obi atimi ko school do a certain level bi. Emma Nemakwe mu ayemramaye. But obi ani ho asem se be ye don satin se Appiah yire ne ma na ekwe na o ma dress ya. Ompe. Sika ni asem no. Ye de ade ne ba ya Ghana fo agya tum a wo fo agya tum no. Ne o sa ban twa mu se okay, se ade ne ya agya tum dia. Ekwan be na ye fa so a. Ye betima ye ade ne yie ama botaye nti edi sa ade ne ye den. E ba e no, etimi serve the intended purpose. Na ban fa de na de bo no bo. PT metwem we metwem ene na ade se Charles fo obi antimi nkase ye shade asisikai antimi nko se na otwe ensa obi antimi nkasa obi asuro na no minister no on Charles fo so makase se yan fiscal ma omu mi school no school yi na nkora antimi nko yo odina e commission dan na ye ho sawa 30 years your educational problems emu dia hin ye tima solve
health sectors ni nyina
aban be na abanga ha ye si di no NDPCT aban be na abanga na unemployment emenye issue aban be na abanga na ye mo bosia ye neka aban be na abanga na one ka say afi na all build the economy and in the last 30 years no your parent challenges near my higher as or mine. Immediately, as you solve ye adjunct to one going forward and the other babyano, we have means that you bet my day. I'm managing. But a mamma drew baby and I deny dinner as moments in your question. Almost yama. And then baby, I don't know baby do no. We are you, we need to sit down.
Yeah, build a consensus.
I'm telling you, cannot fight her. We pia your problems no we dey shake capital say capital say na dey ayema bibia nko hobiem bibia no be ko hobiem sika no usi kanu frata ayen ho ni pe bi se ni experience na odewo corporate world no we ntimi amfa ma at the national level corporate institution bi no sika oni obedi obi no be ya tade no adwuma na kan ya bona baso so we no matu in Africa we no matere ho ni na no ene ma wa ba ya magana PDS hwe kwa wo mo efa so negotiate ye hwe ejapa ekron fa so ye and these are near ma kan we ye notice what say adwuma na se it no ba adwuma bo wo man na near we na obetimi ayama man na se no ro ni data bank na yima go timi from the scratch abedu ba bi adwi ana mo titiri po Ghana hasa and crying machine musin na yes no and then crying time mo ko school textbooks ni ho bibia ni ho o ka ya so mene ti woma o school o mo na die pa no baba besua and then crying na tifio o mo wie school as at 2002 na you produce 240,000 graduates na emu 20% na nya adwuma ye to 224,000 guys no omtifie obi anya adwuma ye sa problem yentimi solve you
it looks as if say no educational sector no problems no compound this because even at the tertiary level see a kasa no pay Legon University of Ghana students in accommodation which is a problem
share free SHS me ma be say schools are metropolitan and municipal areas in Nano. Never say yes, schools in that day.
Okay.
Wow, papa fees will be to make 12 fees, no. Untia, Nakoda boarding house. And instantaneously, you bet me a converted dormitories, Nibi. Eddie, I classrooms, Eddie, be a science lab, Sa double tackling Nankai, Yanko. The only challenge I can begin to say, a Corabia or take cake was no best school, Kumasi. So when you know for being changed now, or better what's not, never Benjamin to your boarding house now, young swap warm.
Yeah.
I do fish in the guests and Bapukuara, and I do free from Bapukuara is the same class A school. Not cost to no Emra from the intimate running Adini. And yet the Biana was here Fessica, education dying for floor, motor education, a chamu. 1 year covered by any young classroom. Virtually, yeah, it's my boy. I escape equipment, yes, and shifting fan costs, as I say, and I got my 2 way. I did say, it's not remove her, it's an action BBC, you beat me. I want to tell you, niema na osaba sa STEM school obi nka so be engineer nye balish yan hwe sike kwa we should manage it I said ye kwa na mesipe o man na ku fado wona ba umia wo di pone sema mamu so mu nware won be wi na ehuro wo mutrim wo pon so mo jare I'm telling you alawe
apun so de say dos bebre beka
mesi won be wi na ehuro wo mutrim share 11 ho asemi there's a proper way to use her e-transactions no, to rake in more revenue than the on say yeah.
But I don't know how money ase.
Mame so ateti. Say me wo 100 cedis. Na me 10 cedis e flato. Na be 4 hours me chipe 10 cedis na. Na me 100 cedis am back.
E bia wo ba wo bo ho ban.
Hwe. Sika banzo be use afem say about 134 billion. Anamboa. 11 years as see 6.7. Is it correct? I don't put 8 billion member. Okay, even 7% of 134. A new 7% of 134 billion. But me feel say the better we need to use the e-transactions to trace baby will be income if free banning baby will be echo. Ni etima taxi will be if there's a way you will be a mobile money wallet ewo GRA na me makofa mesi mi se we sim da na capital so omo me dan so mame what charge me 14,000 me tuane car the new system will tell me say income be if from mancha be request kan kwa it will be deemed say me na me use canteen ho tax be me an me dey enti me send in car payment for carpentry work done ebe ho payment received for carpentry what services or better catch year for say onye adwuma.
Interesting.
How can you bet my tax withholding afeso no de nkonta kwa na sa abante more ya san diskan ya dey amano then you find means to rope everybody into it na sa 6.7 and 8 billion ye de be yakan ye de be entrepreneurship promotion youth employment na DBM cyber security. And over reasons na the edges kana. And yet can't because says we can't account for it.
Reasons na tangible.
Me
but here quine.
Mas meba reasons na mde man. Emphasis be ni so. Why will you take money and go and use it what could promote entrepreneurship? When you quite for faso e ba be entrepreneurship mutimi register e dey adwuma. Now if we are going to provide working capital so be adwuma, what will be the person's contribution in the business? Necessarily running entrepreneurship.
But
we can't account for this money. 850 million Ghana cedis a channel cover time. Go and ask them say Emusena or Metima recover less than 2 million Ghana.
The NBSSI.
I'm telling you. Says can from 5 will be insurance so. I don't know what you will be different them. Ecoton now what command 500 Ghana cedis. 1,000 is when you idle money. Unless otherwise be will be before be okoye.
That be said no what the man who expect so on to table on to your friend is Eskimo ice chair CB one fancy so now one jina one spot 10 ton rather than say what didn't we mu ko echi ni.
Na say the next one ko obiti me jina fa kwaton.
And so no jina fa agro.
Me say the eyina sono no. The egum se a woton. Ko obiti de sifa ko se wo ye dey. Woton. But all them because by an even we share back on we share back on one fact. What I'm trying to say is says can now say yes sectorial target.
Okay.
In the COVID era, and if no more can bit my eduma me more music can bit my eduma. I'm to me appropriately economy cry. And it chase can man for almost $1 billion. Do you any my idea sika sem
for my mommy?
Yeah, you didn't my nana. And why can be aso? Suku semno, masa say I'm feeling ya. Any more bedroom jobs ya okay. Fresh guy now where we invest here, so on quiet a friend say you promote entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And a human one turn ni teaching period or better why employee be. Only number of businesses are you start 2-3 years now. A business a grow past a friend
that period that drew maturity stage.
Very good. What's a break-even point? What shall I say? Make it profit. So we need to bit my year,
and it will take you not less than 5 years.
Enti says ye ko pianko na as eno ne ye immediate results so ye ba be solve that problem we no. Me dwene ho mentiase.
Okay. Bibi me da say ma me mra de rabo techi obey so obey techi so na mentie no. Emra she bedwane e de manso nkwanta na wono so emre on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Rabo ma me mra so na mentie won so.
We never does it. We never Vivi. That's more pajamas so. How every time you shall be any share any problem.
Was it Mudare? Was it Yadi Oman Vice President na Kujina Pumo? Niama Musevina ni a year support. Mubedari ama pensionary. Rosa woman. We are sending a message. Was a quote to the end of the pa. How am I? You was a woman watching. I don't want to constituency. I wish for when paying for Mamma watching. They be a tomon cry moving Shabazo so. The speaker. I don't pay the the speaker. Good. You're right, honorable speaker. Ghana some no. It's a set of people in Pekubi Jinaha. Now we saw Ghana. Obia binya bibia kanchrewa. A betcher say Ghana problem. Obia binya a cross over solve our problem. And you will say, Nanti Ghana problem. Baba comment means of no, because we have a Canadian uncle. She will the beer until you wish the beer. Won't say we call problem beer. Okay, the way see a castle no be identify problem be. Quite so be a can be. Now we sound saying as a country, you need be a guardian and Bijiri say, you or man or concern. It didn't even your concession. Yeah. The beer. I'm a cousin, maybe 1% to be educated young cracker. And then may have one my unit, me who be a crow. I did hear pause again for you to nibit my boy, ya sort out and say, Obiaden who are ho. Me yes, education the beer. Any you know, Biaden who would do queen, me didn't queen, PV didn't queen, Papa would come for needing queen. Obio had only day, but didn't queen. Then so that may buy one that is autotriano, one autotriano, the speaker. And then you do it. And you share what I say. I was seeing Ubia or better yano. Nobody say, and Mother Cosso. If we are near someone said, the better Madame Ray, near Chelsea, and May I say, I must have me quit them. I say, no, never boying. I'm a Wodayano. I'm a Miami from the paying for New India, not a baby pay. And to Manchester Dingan, who be than the baby uncle. Ni who say me solely say at the autumn in peso betrao, much more through ho, my betrao. Kese a banis and a chaos no ho. And to be a pese, or beg you near war, send who didn't chong quandian or bruno pamo, or fa. Ten inch American was a intimate transi. Emu being in your pet, Emu being kind choice a war child tournament peso. Tim and Brasham who say, I have a bedroom, Mishonsa. So many quackers I on quantity beef come to come. O mamma quans and bemu. Chess and maybe chem say. Aha, my bano, your penny do aha. Penny never to mano. Papa also would media woody, also never come for dinner. To be a media audience, Marcom Marcontimentra, and my hop. Some you might get some in him chair to make trouble. Any problem, Bella. Some you might get a poach on Kenya, any shana, or maybe a woman. Or what say? Yenny organ hanging on a come say, ye pay ye dear, ya home bumbo, and tino, as she sham lamb your home. Ye be in for near my own backup side penny, yes, my shibga, ye near or mammoon now, and in the quartas, I say, to call man can get any more, or he net transfer or my moon never general, near yet, and she say, near the Shamon, he say, Jennifer Yejuma. Okay, like it's a real payo. Woman no mouse you, and to be catching a for say, says Sana Tia Dia, not gonna need beard, maybe a wee piano. A child say, oh, ya, my boy, mammoon in our brow, you know, a membre. Any emra kwanso na ma ye nyina be kabo hu se eduru ho a speaker tie dwemo no obedidi ye betwa ne ka enti ye begi tu bi ye de amount na wo de ton bi aye nyina ho adwuma na bo ano bepepe enti wa wo tia ye ka se mu no bisa ho se wo omane atimo no ye no ba bia wo die no wo di ne se wo twamfoni ni amenya mfoni kama yeah ana omane na se speaker tuwe also want to tell you, I'm Obia who say, Media my in a beer hotono, or Mamma Tam come on, or Mappy Tam, Ubia are free. The time my mano, but head is a medio, a person leo.
question bi sama mi ya no be si wo mo wo ka education wasem enti kyerɛ say education ene de ben e ma mentetiye na mbetra ha betuma ka rese beka ye ma ontetiye se ba so betra speaker be wo tena otuma yo ye ma ontetiye ma wo so ye PV so so betumi ntwe sa adwena otuma yo de ye ma ontetiye amantu obi bebe wo bia no eno ne ekɔkyere wo eninti no education ba be we say atimposem ben na omane ye wo
okay
ya ye twa no mo say various sectors no obeko military obeko security obeko school obeko communication obeko agric ni nyina aye ne ma yayo na bia so wo ne da no enti aban bofoto no wi a ne akichem kakran anya aban otos kan audio enti say wo to speaker no say skaba say fa bo habra ho a unim ne wo ko ya ba che ho ne ka no wo yi half for dia ma wo wo yi half for dia ma wo si ehun ni sa na ko ba no say ye de ba oh speaker de ba so we speaker de we de enye yi memfa nya adwuma no enti squash man PV be ka ba nyina e be wi say
yeah
abra ye hunu say esuku sem enyihye bi abeda ho yemfa kwa ba so na enyo ye nyina ye dia na de ha Ghana for ni titru ya ma suku ba dwuma biara o problem the challenge anyway Kessben obia eti ho a na dwe se abanko eno dwuma yo oye no nko ti Ghana ni hu se politics no eno dwuma wo ye no ayi ma mienu ono no de no ene politics no politician ababa ye sabi twapia bia ye wi se so wo sisi politician ya enkan onu no no sisi no and the politics no achis kana o the ablan so the edman na dwe che ne se sika de ben politician ba nti kan e be ka se politicians na adis kan no nkan ho and o technocrat of edman on found se be gu na engu ye major problem is Ghana face so education council mi policy ben wa e bone policy ben wa papa at impossible take papa ye ne ye teach me ye nden ye ka textbook ho asem se a how many textbooks no e den na me delay ye ka school administration ho asem a safri SKC na je ba ne tsen ho mane da no technical de no mu yo e bia de smoro kobo police office on the e bin kanu adent bin kanu enso asichiri ni from Korea times no abaye history abaye bed am ye nyina sense ya adwene wo sa no say politicians nko and we take no nko and we wi a e go good politician for chem e go go abogisem ye twega atom dia account bi na wo huni e na mo na ya boni ba ye no boni be fa clerks o ma church man and to form a training what be clerk then education on certificate and we that church na wo church ro ama boni so etwaka na okore se onya boni bi be ofa ba fia so o ya de ofa aban boni aba ofa boni adwuma ofa na de ba fia nti wa ya de te ofa ba fia wa ya de so ma wia boni ni ajato panyi bi de be mam sa background wi ti all time so nyanam so to okore se boni bi de ofa ba na ayende na me nya unya kwa akuduru enyenam mo obochen bi ho a wo makwanom kwa eboni efie hodma no okwa atratru no wafa wia no wafa obeduru fie a obeboa no se wa nya broni awia no enti ni age anna broni no ekwan na amambedi ansam se yene mema ye hunu se broni amamuna no obuo no so obi akotra esel aban adwuma enye ono adwuma enti ye fa se okoye aban adwuma ese onye broni adwuma
mentality no
exactly perfectly and when you bring you nya baduma ti boni nkoro bokoro no be fia wa ya de pene no se boni ne enti be so independence no ne ye ka boni kwa ye ne be hwe se ye man garden boy allowance ye man we allowance wo jiwe ni ne o se tumi twam ne ye de ye serve ayi rule ne de fine ne prayer and ye ka chew se boni de ohuna ono na hayen ne akota boni num sa boni so yaman ti boni ko yen se betra ban mu no sa ne ye na ekoso sa allowance de maboni antwom se na efe ede and ye gi dog allowance ye gi bibia on se boni ye gi bi obaya ban perfectly and also ye adwuma sa me nyina wo hebi abusa fo sianti se adwuma fi se aban ko ne yenko a policy be bia be say because policy is good by a twice a abandonment no obomu kro no or twice also to aban omo ko say be say tu broni ntino ye kan say be say ke be the tu broni firi ho e better on yansesa and ye be say aban asesa aban amna ko we say education policy no be just so adan ye da adan interest enya papa ss chese ka kra bia firi enko suku no bi me na me concept ne say ka for about 10 to 20 years no or say all secondary school in this country be a day. That's my position, you know. But make me say me quite in your you find different way. Let me say
can we day school
for every country you be no. Me say school club in the secondary school boarding. Me that come me.
But I remember say John Mahama no person implement this model no.
I say this thing for my FM Telabi. Me no go show Hello FM. Ti Saturday na for me can say to me to start with no yema about 30% of all secondary schools omo you know omo dey no mo free omo community mu take private college sia na ko mo wo a free ebua ko ba you know enclave no omo do na 30% emfree ho no mo ko na obi so wo osetutu a sa enclave no omo so na ke say obi ofu bi ba no oba obehim because of choice na didn't but ebeduru ba bia no ye ma schools ni nyina bibia enyina standard and the wo bia no wo to school ni build library and study centers e wo kro bia mu na nya bebi ti say nke duro nyuma e ko purpose you know na ka ye ma ayinya say akora bia be ko akosoro study center no and library on be fi and that's be duro awia bisa na e bia mo some one hot meat bi no bia be fi sa ma because me or taking note of all these things. Okay. No problem. Emma, 30% to me, you know, Neko say build up. Neko do be you must have a system you reduce your cost of education.
But don't say yes, because your creative system no
they come back
in such a way. Say you will grade A school so and I could be answer person called grade
perfectly. Say say a brand near the SS no be mono and ye corner side ya can graduate ye wa dream say ye be builder could draw na ye on man objective. They make a say because so be one interest be say see a corner this way and ya ban some and the best politicians and to or a technocrat who say on Kaba and to offer you more a Belgian or your or you're a politician visit Emma Bruni. Remember, so funny why idea to Emma politicians who feel as a person and Yajuma and cannot a can't abide a politician or Nims and the banner. This mentality no and the PV areas in an equi or be a technocrat Yomina Signano Cra. The old child debate mark or track class swabons here or 2 hours or once here 1 hour. What 1 hour a year, no couldn't baby, and once a year day, when it's on time in a year. So much education.
Yeah.
All the other sectors was you say a ye bonia juma, a ya benjuma, and the person you good crana or boko quasa after be free because when you buy and say, will be called ma, or we be a year day. Even could do a butcher or bar we were told to know their brain, na yet no can just over no can find women crown, but no who's who say a mentality no to on care. Una wugu wanga sa hon masi, wana wugu juma. And the best like I said, good. Post baby education mu biano say yeni anyan to say as on mine but tell sense say ye pese akure benya kwanya ko school no bie na wotimi be ye panyini na wo ye panyin papa ye panyini keke na okwansa no dwuma bia odi bedidie na ne nsa na dwuma no mu no obedi into boabo oman no nhikire ye fi say panyina o te adwuma no ye ne yi entoboa emode hwe ye so ema obenye bie ntoboa no nye me gent me wia me musika mato ntoboa de yi until say be kosa be no atiase no policy bie ni hɔ a yen Ghana ha a bit ma boa da because in a team ya dwen say ye tia broni and the broni ni aban o tia dwom broni no mpanyo o tia dwom broni ni politician ya eda ba ade abana hye ne sentinu so wiane se gu a on de on ka ho enti ye gu aban hye bia o Ghana ha. This is the problem here you face. As why you can say about aban fa program mo bi so onkoye what di ka timu 30% ato nchen edi bi ma obi won chen ne ya control ne ye no ye ne basa eno me fa ba bi eye prime college achiro for no ba bi si arepo ye ekwam ho sa kwa ne ye eni 10 years kra e trees say ye kwan wi ya e best 2 years no na kwa say tu say eh ekwa ye say na dutu me ne say I vutu wan there's a few bia be ye ekwa ye be di mfie nan e be di mfie na asaya ne ekwa ba there's a few be hye from education na education gu na de bia ba ne say sa so ye ya be ekwa anim policy bia ni hwa me gisa be pa wa when I say emwa obey policy be boy ye ne be fa kwan be so cause ye aban argument no ne agu no when you kata bu kwasem textbook say cause you say means a problem sir anya hwe kura no ye wo copy bi a sample textbook aya eye to say e bia ye bebrebe enti mbla yo mu ye nhye no anya hwe kura no omu draw timetable ayi omu draw syllabus no our content yeah I say sa syllabus ba mathematics no e be addition e be multiplication e be board mass e be we anya hwe kura ko school na kire obi enti based on that no teacher ni bi to ka him prepare teaching material in this teaching
yes, but I don't know problem.
But we don't because and you talk a chair say aban the car intimidation ni meet your whole thing chade ban ya na kwa na bai.
All right, I don't know me consensus no and say you were naka.
Yes.
Naka for and a design curriculum.
Perfectly.
Na afe publishers no.
Exactly.
Actually curriculum ni so. Now we want books no. Good. Now the point is that how long should it take a publisher after say naka for design model no every no to write a simple textbook a teacher for betimi dey try there. Na school kwala no e betimi ahwem. For instance, we try English. Now what your comprehension akola no textbook na wo bekin kan de ate ade na se ne maya. How does the teacher teach?
Perfectly. Let me just say so de bia e ya dwene say a buying politician the buy and the money all this and me interest in contra e ho na me chiko no and until say enya buy so obi ote enkran enya buy so obi a politician now buy say you say to me as a technical person, no, yeah, me say be or some me from the say until say a beer modality beba no or say to me co classroom till me technical man, but me design from my own syllabus no, but design a course no every a case be work near publishing and say that's what I want to put in. And internet so because me say
but I don't know books GS for me catchers I wouldn't use the right methodology. Every subject, every topic be na wo coach no e what the objective.
Exactly.
Into a lesson note now will prepare to
perfect.
Go with
exactly. And I'm sure say so bio education when him say so case or pedagogy on what it goes into it.
Yes.
And the technical person na him say we Mina is seminar so. Nessa will be a politician or a leader. Near designer we are and prevent me say me design again according to standard na ye penal. Na I say obit me task say textbook no you publishing into a problem of the whole country. I want to make me know. Name say me technical person. No man who say me teacher ni ya design syllabus no. Minim kwa me nya materials I don't know material for baby. I think now system I prepare, you know, and to bring free different books. The only things I see a book together. Now plenty them and Kurano. No your textbook will be. The textbook room to what the time say people are saying say textbook my idea school team course, but school so ecoso and the school course because they are technical people are omunim dia omunya summer and the M5 course say a big beer or memono policy beer bar. Omo technocrats no omo nyintum say e ye omo said yes say ye famu die ebo ma policy no the whole country ne ye fa say abanko ye ne yenko and it says aban school baba let's can ma ya ne nya konya say yet meaning of wakasa on contractual basis on maso pray nuane sika ne nya maaye and ye share say ye trans say aban bi ntia e ho na me person me say say course yes say aban bi nko yes yenko and the most say nyoma ni nwe peyo na say the band man aban the band man ye ho ye ne ye haye ho ti yem fa dwenu bakobum say o man ye dia dwumadi a wo de we trenu se ne be ka me say wo ye panyin out ye trenu metie meso memte wo yin trenu ni better say ye mamra bi enka ye mo ni nyadwuma no so be ndie sa menya koma wi ye ni problem ne ye ko say aban bi nko na me nko ne be wi aban ama aban ehu akira ye ne ehu ne be kire.
Okay, about touch oben touch manso kwantam rashe bedwade ana wotening kana on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party
Kessben FM 93.3.
Abisha das 60 minutes after 8 a.m. Kessben 92.9 Kessben 93.3 Kessben TV across the country and afi you streaming live our Facebook ne so enti Kessben Kessben TV, Kessben 92.9. Nina no pages no ewo live, ewo Facebook and so my messages in embra na yankin kai and fabam. A lot of messages na about WhatsApp. Mamin kai kakra na afe yemra the other subsequent issues. No pay yebede home komo. Chef man anyway free atonsu kumasi de diaba was say I beg Ghana ambulance service to ensure that their vehicles have enough and needed equipment to sustain patients and do things right because Ghanaians deserve better services. Regards to the Honorable Asante Joseph, aka Sikawo Bush, Bosomche constituency incoming chairman, and Dr. China was a hashtag BBA fine and Shiftman Eddie Free Atonsu Ediaba. Shiftman won't at say and pay my bakumase, my new home, message, and on Pachoti. So would your program now send the messages now would diatema and Ibiaba Sani man a trip. The Biana Yameka. Chewadri no be answer nadri. Wouldn't mean send the messages now would niate menkind. Would you cry me more? Anna when you sa fans no and Tishan so. Maminka, we say good morning, Mr. Speaker. You are most welcome to Kumasi. I'm very excited that you are witnessing how disorganized Kumasi is. In fact, we have some leaders here who are very arrogant because of political powers. The FDA, they should equally be oblivious of the fact that not everyone can take the job. We pray fervently that God's intervention will equally help us. Ogidi anyway free Kwame Appiah University Tano so ana de eba yeah. Ogidi meda se ne akwaba nsema we de amame. Crispo anyway free fufuom ana de edeba. Was a good morning to you, Mr. Speaker. God bless you for the good work. Welcome to Kumasi. Indeed, the number one topic worrying Kumasi is the darkness, and you hit the nail right on its head. Namin Sharpa made us say any message I also with the Abba. Well, it's a good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm really enjoying your show this morning. Keep up the good work from a year Fadiga anyway, the maestro anyway free bomber and also Eddie Abba. May that's a new message. I know pay what you are joining a free bomber. Yami Ensha na one year so Kessie. Well, it's a good morning, Mr. Speaker. My name is Lindsay from FDRC. Please, I second what the prophetess said about the free SHS policy. The government have to initiate a cutout plan at a point of the study where students can equally benefit from the implementation of the policy and stop the unnecessary spending. That is what is putting our economy down. President Akufo-Addo must know this. And made us say, Lindsay, any message, thank you very much. Mamin kai afofron so na mamin kwa na me hwe de abanibi. Well, Mr. Africa, good morning to you. We are in a nation that the leaders don't even think about the citizens. My question is that why should COVID-19 vaccine be a must for us to use? First one, after the vaccine, will we stop using the nose masks? Point two, say after the vaccine, can we go near those who are having COVID-19 without any fear? Point three, and then the question I will be saying, after the vaccine, will we be able to visit any program without limitation? If no, then I don't see the importance of making such a policy direction for all public officers and as well for the entire citizenry. Fifi, Maakye, anyway, Fifi, Mesha, Anwa, no, Eddie Free Kumasi, Eddie Abba. May I say any message, Well, it's a good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, the vaccine is not by force to take. It is a matter of choice to take. And that is fine. Why should the government force us as citizens to go take our jobs whilst they do not know the consequences? Our leaders don't know what we Ghanaians want, and they don't equally need. We don't equally need the vaccines. Look at our roads, and people are equally dying. Road accident is causing more harm than COVID-19. I don't know at the Abba. Cab Ewo inside Mampontin, Korea. Special greetings to Kwame and no at the Abba. But that's a cabin message, Mamin Kaiwe na afe yentua Jumedi and so. And Pacho Afed wa join the Kessben Suni 92.9 ewo a year and cry and afe 93.3 Kumasi and Opema Bipimu ewo Kumasi and I'm so grateful. Muamuti and Nina Pacho Wotemini every Kumasi. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, I'm chatting you from Kumasi. It's about COVID-19 vaccine. I was prepared to go and take the jab, but upon hearing the news that the doctors have searched and found out that it won't bring any source of benefit to us. I'm really confused whether to go now or not to go. But FDA for Akasa, almost say yeah. Enti ubetimi akona wakwakowo. Well, say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Once again, Mr. Speaker, welcome to Kumasi. I have sent you a teachers resource pack for Basic 7 in our public schools. If you take a 12 look at what the trends are, substandard textbooks is what we are having. Some teachers put up a loggerheads because of their behaviors towards the teaching profession. They should desist from that so that we are all trying to tell ourselves that the easy ones can be done, even if the textbooks are not in place. Anna wonso what they abba. Appiah Kubi invested I do a free buy. Ogidi made us a new message, you know. Now textbooks now we can propose one minimum say yeah no idea, but me who samples to be making kind be now yeah there two TV screen. So as Mr. Speaker, good morning. Please, I am a teacher and want to inform you that parents are willing to buy the textbooks, but government says it's free. Monique anyway free Kumasi and Diaba. Very well. Monique made us say any message, you know. Where's Mr. Speaker? Good morning. Okay, Monique Diana Nasaba. Okay, but me share with messages in the banner by a buffers. And Mamin Kinkai we nafi Yenfesina Abidja for me. Where's good morning, Mr. Speaker? Please, this is Douglas from Cape Coast. It is not by force to take the job. Government must know that nobody can be forced on that account. I don't know Eddie Abba. We used to say, I'm so happy and heartless yesterday from Kojo Asempa Furniture Works, Edum Kumasi. Kojo, I don't pay me media. We are one of my ardent listeners. We say good morning to you, Mr. Speaker. I want you to ask the honorable MP in your studio that if a classroom teacher with a diploma or degree should find ways of teaching using the curriculum alone, how long should it take the professors to publish a textbook? Keep up the fire burning. Kessben TV from Senior Inside or Da and also at the message way at the Abba. May I say, bringing us to exactly 23 minutes after 9. Now, Ugoswa will take Kessben 92.9 and after Kessben 93.3 Kessben TV so Anna will go so I watch me did Kwame Appiah Kubi many PV Jan to a former presidential staffer under the NDC and a so member of parliament Teddy Manson Quanta the ticket of the New Patriotic Party the honorable Obin Techi and an opeyesim konya yedi o my Ghana mo enkomo at exactly 10 minutes to 10 ye baby ahomano at the amount na afi wonso watimi afre na what do I drink training and so etimi at the aba na yetimi atu ankomode so in that effect. And quick one, PB. Mami mra so na mintio na anopeya me ba be rested yo hey ana me hu sample of some textbooks circulate or social media and so me confirm me with the Ministry of Education na we know almost but I won't find to TV yes the share screen this one ube hu say ya so history of Ghana for primary schools primary 3 books, no, that is proposed. But I mean, confirm me, just as I'm saying. But already content of it, page 75, a Hona Ghanaians, a consensus ni bebre na no ewo yedi owura Kwame, despite Eddie Atoso. Na work making kind, no mamin kind kakra. Or say employment and entrepreneurship. And I presume say it is under the topic of entrepreneurship. And a book no per se watch. Or say next, entrepreneurs also create employment opportunities. This means that through the businesses that they have set up, people are able to gain employment and also provided with jobs, as well as the youth in the country. For a very good example, Mr. Kwame, despite a Ghanaian entrepreneur, has set up many radio stations, and as such, Peace FM and OK FM are few that they can mention that have provided employment opportunities to many people in the country, including Chairman General Kwame Sefakan, the morning show host of Peace FM Kokroko program, as well as Efia Pokua, popularly known as Vim Lady. Ana wohwe book nasia per the screen no wamodi omumpe emumfonyi ni nyina no ede ato. But the big question no ene say if you look at some of these things, so when a year design your free curriculum ni mo, what do we intend to teach our people? ekrofo e wo primary 3 a wo mo kenkan sa ade we anope na me bisa me producers ni say ade ya me kan sisi a no moral lesson, the objective of that particular year statement, sentences, thoughts are here put it together. No, what do we want to really impact with students? A backing kind and our people a backing kind side way. My name is PV. Na minti for some few minutes. Na afiyenko the other issues.
Na honorable Kasano can be so say textbooks no available.
Yeah.
Teacher ni na ujina classroom na or child no. So syllabus na also timi eye hu bibi. You find say also to improvise to me a child.
Yeah.
But don't forget say syllabus and curriculum it comes along with a pedagogy. I was a first a child. And you know say me na we a yanidia.
Yeah.
Don't you think they do baby na the same class and I say 2 classes. A quite fast which will be adding a
difference.
But this is the basic level. Yeah, children I'm mama picky bibia a bay in Yinaso ama a chance of path for baby a ubit sua dear atia said the day abobra. And you know I was here share your basic level ye very well. The content here baby our kind is here.
Yeah.
Actually so I was say a juma and kwanya abanduma kwan was be a day a year. Individuals in you must hear day. Sir. But the can say sa level no and who he has a chere and clan sa adiana ni na say nya textbooks no we an commentary no ye behwem sanaka for fin so the omodi aba a year I bet much that why not?
Okay.
But adiana any no and that is the problem because a teacher ni bia ekwa could develop bibi da baba chiradia sa translation text no kwan ye koya a kwambere on me faso kwa actual exam because ye chire obi anu e different and I kwan faso chire obi anu e different and say a big challenge for us as a nation say your textbooks and so about be at this why then am I
okay
I was yesika sem ye to yesika sem ye as o man ye hwe yesika sem ye niema ho betima boy ehia ade akọ enim na baby abedrin na textbook hu aba be asema ye den amaye dia na enema pi entwe ya amaye enema pi entwe ya amaye na asoma ne kwa na kwan fa so set ye priorities no mekan say asede ye hu ade potia wo say den yeah I say be man ne ne matifi say nyese me say mfa say na dwuma say sika kra won nsem na wantimi manage na afede kan sika yitu de fio enso sika aduane die kwa ayede na ma no na say anko yi no because at any point bi an kakra bia e won nsem bia no ene won say wo ye wo list hu say ade we die eni wa mentimi ntana ade we die e wo ho a emitimi atana na wa hwehwe ne ma no ene memo sha say eye ya na wasa come back on track under covid. So we need me na me say aban entrance na on prioritizing the projects and programs in now.
Okay.
Because she was about them no covid is kind of emma ba aban ko so obey de o ye no a ya manage covid ni ye o aban bon ho modern aban you see e ko ba you see no abija a nasty dent in our finances. I say you baby am for iskasam ne den emfa Ghana ade ye hia kese pa see enye new economic program be na new economic policy bio enye hui we need good governance
na ene dia hen
e kwan fa so yibu o man toto o man obi ya ade nya ye twena so obi ya ade ya ye bona ba so e kwan fa so ye enema nyina be to na kwam se enye minimo benta tinti o ye ono mfa ne hu ni minima apia no ye twe obi aso ye crack whip did them to na process ni procedures na dey to aso
but more time that's on the problems we in our home.
I'm not saying say o
free tete
on ka asma president mama kan efa fix the country no efa unemployment on was ya trauma de no I fail system bi na ababeto ye intima buy fan to say fix the country no e onu nti na ye den we should sit down ye be kon ye 40 year development plan ye consult wide aban ba na ye plan na den at 2 baby. Yes, that's my kind. Was it 40 years? And he's the same person. Now, all advocates say, young a century bond. Now, if you can't plan for 40 years, how will you go and take a loan for 100 years? Doesn't make sense. Ghana beyond aid, and wine.
That also was part of their 10-year development.
Yeah, this kind of question. Na ya tush kana tuegu. Is a ban we were cannibalization. Or the day we ban or we are banana above before we free. Or we ban we above before we free. Mr. Appiah, speaker, baby, I do know.
PV.
Will be a catcher for your young man. Your name says, I 8 years. No, we can't use it to transform this country. We should sit down and plan. You know, science him who 8
years no some one.
In your case, you know, never be a Yamana fire, you know. We can't use the 8 years to share. If I say stabilizing, you see, now.
Yeah,
we need a comprehensive plan. We carry every Ghanaian along. No be on the part I was where they will play. Go and take 2020 MPP manifesto and NDC manifesto. Nobody talks about a plan for your debts and better than form. Didn't I say your promise? You betray we. The Americans obey and this is my first year. Students no on fees 50%. Almost no ye kwane that ye be see and then kako first can wife. As I speak to you, budget year in 2022. Never numbi one was abandoned in the cost. 1, debt, taxes, development, jobs, and cost of living. And from the budget address are the winner. I say this year September.
Kessben.
Your bond, $5 billion in every mature.
Yeah.
Ain't funny ever.
Your bedding, yeah.
Your debt, your tax revenue to GDP has been 13%. The highest though. Sub-region has a big 22%. The laziness are buying to mean any tax in free for. You ain't mean boarding the tax net. No. Near first can you piank of forecast.
I don't know about the E-levy.
E-levy no, E-levy no. I'm why can be asked.
Woman no more policy framework. Can almost say no the bebua.
You see, my man
because I don't bebua informal sector no be a bit. PV.
A qua aban nis cashin. And aban susu E-levy no. Aban susu. What a bushman what you try at my forecast. Yamlan says carry asmaba. But in the long term,
I see.
And yen swallow the bitter pill now. Now yen tracy incomes.
Okay.
Whisk kafaha near ye new bena ye den. Amasa. Free SHS we can still make money out of it. Any taxpayers money ye don't run free SHS. And I didn't know will be our school biana. Never pan on my any taxpayer. By virtue of a human me make 1 million as my tax. Dear Oto Coco, so should clear 1 CD we shouldn't hold brief. Yeah, man, come in here. Also be a trebby. A quan ben ye faso. See, say, Uko school, ye beer school now. Now, the answer, my men koje, ne tax grants, never man, never could school. One enforce obit tax. E11 say, do better, meaning for me to see and for you can enter from a quan and obediscan. We will go back to your send this car of Ford.
The command, mommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know, a quiet case the baby, a bit may deprive from sales canal open. And then for attention in 9 days, now look for baby. You pay your income tax more than the indirect taxes. Okay. MY.
People but see for my middle say, oh, but just a few minutes, who will be big cafe and who be man, a young call COVID-19 vaccines in the so now. And I make us a mamintio and no na young coy and so that you bring your brain a crack so their map after phone.
1 second, share digitization. Now, I was very happy. May renew my car insurance.
Yeah.
Miss Sandy's car, my one lance of on your money. Appear in less than 20 minutes. No message from NIC. Status insured. She got me clear, no, and
National Insurance Commission.
Yes, menya me phone so. And perfect. And to me, CCA, Madam Kata Bansem, Maakye Maakye Minister of Insurance.
Yeah.
And digitization, integration are too poor.
Kessben.
You invest so much in revenue infrastructures through efforts and digitization. But integration have been very poor. And the returns also in Yawasun, and my enya. Ghana carrier edition. Me now me cover some mesem. Men come Ghana car says name compo. Yes, can and scan. At that one being film, you know. And now make over Quaidman. And nobody if you be any GPS address million about then you usual.
Okay. Pivi, mesa about so be. My member about so na maintain na afa yemra COVID ne so.
Yo, me as minia. Obi education was what dey ayi to ho.
Yes.
The pass e be fa so atwe na bibli ha. Uko school mu a ye ma maybe one approach.
Yeah.
But your different approaches. We all entrepreneurship wasem. So nkofo yi munwuma, yankofa Ford na be to ho. Yankofa Chrysler never to ho. Yankofa European be ye de Ghana ni perfect. We are not just two examples. Kwame Appiah any a kusha a fair pukua. Obenga free one some or the despite na ye. It doesn't mean we are see obeying na only despite nkwana ebiadwuma. And what we charge no one approach that tell me doesn't mean say we are seeing limited to despite ubetuma bo Kessben din. What I say? Ubetuma bo obi fufuro bia din a chance ye can entrepreneur and yet limited to textbook nkwa and the whole shadia hana Ghana for a problem one. Ofi say as far me can say textbook no I will say ye yen sad I can say obi abechen dianko. Obi anchen dianko obo entrepreneur ni din no say despite doesn't mean say despite when entrepreneur what catches your entrepreneurship and to a check credit say uko school ya wa betima ye wadwuma na so afa nkofo ama abandman de bia ko prayer no enko aban ko a mbe bebe ye bi enti bra ya waka say entrepreneurship and the topic to me teacher ni ametima ko research na me small book has been din say ye entrepreneur you will be say Kessben to use one approach say or see only despite wedding throughout. And the entrepreneurship no that is the basic objective ni say obeche akrabia de say that chibino obetuma bi adwuma ama obi ayo wabo obi example back wo teacher ni no also otiminya other example doesn't mean say some bo obi fufuro dina ma deviate no and enya etoso mienu fan say ya be e kire nkwa say Oko your business now or say bank reconciliation statement. Never one approach or so what you say I didn't bank balance for the on any will crack them difference woman would say to bank and that person who is cap bank. Oko and bank and sidoha. But Oka Temuno, a yes, you honey dune. I different also person or reconcile the whole thing. A dent away ahead way 20. Ubet ma fase me kwa yeno number the check because no munyi a man pakrono. Ana me check because enyam fanka me akonta ho textbook lecture se bia for wo sha ase finance a free bank buy na ya em fanko ye no financial ana fa wo di na fanko fa sha ase wo menya different approaches I don't know different approaches because me de near bank for no fan credit me sha ase ana the bank na aya me enemy de me sha ase wo menya the same answer and many different approaches. A honey Ghana for your one child doesn't know if he say, but Cooper no who tell no quite go here and to be wrong and yes, sanity. The moment you understand the concept, no, but don't know what the same answer. Say difference here 20. Together from here to say, cut the beer table or baba. One chance of the baba, I can say, despite inquiring in the people we are here.
Okay.
But all take controversy who say or catch us young whom you to work who say explore very good explore more.
Okay.
Ninga more never your patrol. Mami
that's mami try me hotel abra na yemra COVID vaccines no.
Vajo okay you even was very important to me.
Mami try me home bra me try na what me aye. But so me that say me try me home abasisia.
Prostate capsule.
Akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awoboajo asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mu anami di asem asa chiri na no pa no asem eja wo mu aso di aba wo do man ko mo ba de ehye yense yeni za wo so eni jeni adrewo afe wuni bi wi ase asonimu e ba se wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkemfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma ba de ebo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko yesu ensu ande yirasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman wo na ni kosi na fro wa yuku ni chechere ne ma bia na ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kupodo fo eja wo mu anku ni maba aguna na wiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french wo bie na no awobo ajo asana na ho febia woni bono so awira cheche wo kwa ne ba ne na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mu anami di asem asa chiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu aso bia ba wo do man ko ba de ehye yense yeni za waso eni je ni adrewo afe woni abi wi ase asonimu e ba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkemfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso
Kessben Superfan. Yes, the Superfan. To be a Kessben Superfan, simply like, comment, and share our posts on any of our social media platforms. Facebook, Kessben TV, Twitter, Kessben Media, and Kessben Media on Instagram. And you can be walking away with a prize. When you want that? Yes, we've got lots of prizes for you, the Superfan. Internet data bundles.
I pay many a year. Dr. Humphrey Eddie Nkomo, AGI for president. Now, one more raising a lot of concerns. One more say government should not kneel back with the implementation of the scrapment. Now, more person mo ye Eddie free one. I buy reason panty or person was scrap his benchmark value no there.
Question ya be say chese central juma no what ase because what kwasem no ne cover by obi o ho asem no on ko ne cover by no wabu ne kon mu mfimfin ba bi say aban say person tutu ne mamu port na is mean so na ntisa question we bisa na ogina na so pa say a denti na aban person or reverse benchmark values no
yes
ayampa aban announce say 2022 we say or per se or reverse benchmark values for selected items. In fact, that you items near they 43 pe. And you might import bagan and you move 43 pe. Any per se reverse benchmark values for.
Okay.
Now we grab business and the benchmark values na air idea. Kwame first no.
Okay.
Now Ukraine mafia bruchri ba. Wa na okachire customs for say me phone ya me dey bay me turn $200.
Okay.
No mas say we turn $200 there and the duty was so 10% $20 to an afeko. And until the bimu so far ho adwen so ba ade oturn $10,000 cry ba so we me turn $3,000.
It's more underestimate.
It's more underestimate. Na ama $3,000 in intino say 10% and na say we tua $300. Me ho na de no turn jama be $30,000.
Okay.
Edu baby no amaya hodo nyina decide say ene ye the benchmark values na be adwuma. Nti enim say iPhone we say ne bo e bia $500. Nti wo ba na be ka kire say wo to wo de $100 kra. Yes enim say iPhone we say e $500. Nti tax that so 10% no $50 and abiti. Nti wo ba na be ditro and abeti wo de so krampo na yenim benchmark value aye de be adwuma.
Okay. Meaning say the items no yenim prices ne dada
yenim benchmark prices yenim benchmark values and only a friend benchmark values.
Okay.
Now Ghana you do your point of implementation no EMT man penia be the adwam ne ade ne decide say
obi ada na nyonko
just a passing comment on
but also because we come man for to say and who yes who you papa yi the reason is say we are moving into a world of technology.
Okay.
From a traditional source and a technology mo. The 10 year 11 a medium of consumption. And na assistant no maybe. So this come out come ka ho a case. Would be farm mobile money a case. The 10 say traditionally all say o ye bibia near the ensania in a ya and a dimfidina din a year juma. Na 11 e be joma say electronic transactions. fan me manfato no manfato esi kan me ko bosu letter me hia postal box me hia writing pad me hia envelope me hia pen me hia stamp ene ma num we me hia sana abosu letter me hia masafa car sana mo nyina tax so the person Mr. PV ka say ye tax to GDP ne just 13%. Sad ema tax so nyina ene email aba me pa men ko get postal box men to stamp men to writing pad men to pen men ko fa kan ko ba bia me to ma wie and if you set tax so nyina ayira because you technology mu the technology assist the way we do business a ban sana uyi living abagya say so one ko just time one ko to some one ko ye wo nyina wi a ene medium na wo consume no I will say wo fa bibi o ha na wo twa tax ni bie and it so say wo mpese wo ba ko yi me bie mu a ko do postal box ko to writing pad to stamp to pen to envelope na fa ka ko what save wo ho e ko so ya wo time wo nyae no e kese maw and you ko twa peanut bi some bank people don't dey afasa advodie wo nyina na ko so on pentino wo ba sa ko ji postal box akoto sabaye sa okay obi for so and the technology na ba the technology na asebu time no e ho na wo tax na wo bedi na no wo ko teka ho sense fa mba money kan na ka be top postal order and money order and how this come ka ho wo mu nyina enne mo na bo ma onko to postal order onto money order onko jaka onko fa sika onko future de ko floka e mo bi ko ji set kan emfi unsem and who ko consume sa transaction ye new technology no ama ho to mo nya time na wo tax tanka wutwa wo money order ni ade no and so what save na wo check akrebi de ma aban wo sai many nyina he say ayira o tax system no and yaba and na ko bi kakra e to so bi mo bi ka wo say capital tax enye no kwesa me ko to ka me swaka skara to me kemu e de akofrika konkran na me ko du comment we ko gisa benden wonya kwa skara fa ayi so wonya sa konwa wo sa ama wa save wo ho enti sa wo se wo tratas no wo use technology no ho a obi mfo so se cheska tas wo osika no so eno no ye wo choice and do permanent consume technology no
first of all can say mama nipa consume because a matter of choice it reduces a buying focus a buying target needs to be generated
the
argument because Ghana do no Ghana for do no Ghana for mobile money basically it means a buying a material
me educate say and I'm sorry to and ye for so much say a capital tax na me chemu say entisa e choice say me so sikara atoka ni bagye de me fa mu ba money e better to be ka choice say ye taso sikana na me chema chen say ye taso sikano le mo consumer technology no e ma won ko fa bibi say money order no
yes to ye a certain amount of money
that be master me choice say maybe and Mahakra and try. I'm coming here. I told you, be a moon and yet double taxation. Make a trivia, a taxi market travel. Pambas can go to bank, may not be any keys. Semi consumer board, dear, may to be a transaction, a different. Me to share, me consume a different, and you make a training view. My country, my German as a week. It doesn't mean, sir, Oko Toby be out in that tax, or at the floor, and your consumption tax. Your baby indirect and it's all say o kwa to bibi na say o twa ho to aro bi ka che say e double taxation e say ni ka obi to biada
ya COVID vaccines so na binti o kakra na memra previous na yemfa course kakra me bre na so awie
well menua me digiri say ya de bia e be wiase bia no e wo so ntunso aye na enam say ya de be ka wa e de o yini ne bre wo hunamu wa ketua wo be yisu ni ade ntino ye wonya kwa bo ho ban a ya neboa enti ye free mo frase be nyina no ye wo school mo hwede ya wetete say ye quantity ye sa be no nim say vaccination we so say ye kwetete na vaccination adinta sa be wa nkonkon na wo ho nto buro ya de ahodo na wo ho na ha enkoda na ye say ye wo sa pane na say ye tetewa na agbo akora ho ban say onya nto buru onya nkonkon ommo samanwa na abo ho ban ebi ni nia sisi yeken se yade bi eba chene ntuburo ba na ebo ho ban no se ebo ho ban ne ye wo pani bi se yetete ne a ema yade no ebi enka enu ani sa vaccination kan wasemi enti ye bo ho ban fi yade bi ho enti se enim wo ba kan ne wo skuma ne makosala ya titi obi abi if it is the be a case we are and it is also one whenever either near a bell or crabs into me and a cray and now in pick a crabit mangasa or how no name moment they all say the treat to say ye on man for near what a buying or hormone or say the be about susu and no matter home by free or how intending about some chance a kind and the am not the one must be and high and the vaccination comes in the bush for and your force to do it or say a force say be count say a moment money in number or hamua I didn't tell you say man pacope I don't know nemo they all say about say if you move there this a bills was money be and now what by a jabrewa or see a call for attention say yen san ko lab bio yen go say o hanse ni ho enti yen ye mamu mpanyimfo a o suande eni say se bi wisa ho ampa o mu fa nko hwehwemu mu na yen kwese sa de no ebe ha o manfo na o mmeka se ampa na yen ho de na yen so ba say ye go hwenti sa mo yen ntum na yen mo ho mamfiri ade e
so pi kakakrama me na me fa course no pacho mame mo me numbers no phone lines no 055 1444 933 055 1444 933 eno any numbers am de fa course no enti ofre ba ye be fa o call no na afi wadwenche no yete me ade PV just very
wo mo yes ma yenye no force no me no mo nya adwene wo se eye enhye se obia enwo vaccine bi wo se obia wo na
PV quick one mame fawe hello good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir open kase odi this okasa free
me fefi there ke ko electrical shop
Esieboa of aban ko asam so na mentio
Kessben there still Kessben yamishramo na wajuma mu yina Kessben konkan e don ase
yamisha
yebesre
mitio
yebesre se 11 ye ebeboa oman no na enka yebesre ya ban se onte so kakra because yo Mr. Speaker, carpenter ni akwa na adwuma no agye ne sika agu no bottom. Ontua tax wia. Mensi akwa adwuma agye ne sika agu no bottom ontua tax. Ba o wia o se aban ne nye kwan. E di ne yemfa nye kwan no. So, e tax no eye ne be sna ban so on reduce no kakra ma yen.
That's your for and to us so 0551444 0551444 933 and no any numbers no. Hello good morning.
Good morning.
Oben kase odi this okasa free.
Me din de Kwame Appiah kase free adansi go phone.
Avajesi ko asem so na mentio.
Masa me say me pesa me ka kire onabo no osi oni say. Dabi. Osi ho ne de dabi Ifrim Twisan. Me pacho owo program no so say ma twen asan.
Good.
Say ye teacher for. Na o si textbook any ho no. Textbook na any ho no. That textbook ni enkora no peoples no. Omo research book. I saw me coffee. It is say Baba so obi wo body betu chok. No obi so wo apeja. Who the basic school class 2, omu class 2 no mu use teachers resource park na. And your friend saying
learners park no.
Omu nyina no. Omu ntimi kire ade the same. A very different. But but the textbook wo ho dia. Textbook no receipt teacher no. Eba what kire.
Me da se ma ofofro ento aso na me mfa ofofro so adwentre na afi kakra ye mu no tot na obi anso eja bi. Hello good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir. But you did this okasa free.
Me pacho ye frame into a make us free ofu.
My mamintio.
Me pacho ayi kwani no. Omo ma ye yam sese en kakra. Ye yakwo. Ti yakwo no die na disi. Sese ne.
Yo, but I say, you know, she ain't see her, and she ain't so ain't see. Nyami had them te. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Pacho, good morning.
Sir, Pacho did this okasa free.
Me did the yaw, me kasa free Odumase Konongo.
Ave amaminti on free Odumase Konongo.
Pacho, a fire in Paniana. It is a force to say what say the power. Papa, American, African country be the one that was says baby Obunya edro ai fire nya ade bituro yipi abrofo na anya ntum ade ntima tintin an Ghana fo yanyi abrofo nduro ntum mo so ka kire se yanum so bolo e kase nu tree no mi abiade eno no ebetimi akọ ama yare na timi akọ afọ die be se pania ye be sere wo mo come the war obi for so kodi I just one person now say who say come do nti ayi kodi
Medasi afofro ento aso na yontime emphasis 0551444933 I know any numbers no my member okay afofro hello good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir mpacho did this okase free
within the Augustine Jesse make us free ascend in Sita in the central region.
Augustine ko asem so na mentio from the central region.
Edi kan me pa Ghana for na achew. The boy am I to Abama na Arudan kwa ne Kufuado. MPP aban no de anwuchire say ma Ghana for. Me come asem so no me teacher ni. Na this curriculum near the almost of the aban. I don't know the essence of the curriculum almost eventually. Why am I saying that? Some of the subjects you have curriculum no boom from primary 1 to primary 6. 6 teachers are supposed to use the same curriculum to prepare learner plan every day. Check effective. And you are expecting us to prepare lesson plan every day with one curriculum shared by 6 teachers. And that's the only thing I'm working so textbook is effective and important for now.
Okay. All right. May I say, Mamifa NC ha na me breno assure you. Mamifa PV and wrap it up na yenko me time no aso. PV. But simaka kra na.
Say COVID friends vaccine no nsem no. There are concerned doctors no raise issues.
Yes.
Issues will be very legitimate. The Ghana Medical Association for Kano. Why don't we find a common ground here and say, okay, I dare no, see any woman to know. Going forward, a quan way I was here fast to say I was here.
Okay.
Because I don't think I was so beating media memo. No. Wildlife for Kwana, we are say, Oko committee, suicide, no,
exactly.
Oko hand strike a corner, no one, you got a offense. Yen to me, Makwan, Ubia, and India open.
Kessben
They will be been and go to hold the governor accountable. I know my idea we are.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. PV made that say, and Mamina PV I say, PV Jantwa, a former presidential staffer under NDC. But then I say, Papa, and I feel so the honorable member for Manson Quanta, the honorable Obin Techi, one more Roma, and a boy, ma ya digimediano a buy. I was yet to be that say, we did a Kwame Appiah Kubi 59 minutes after 9. Mamina sports team, no.
Obi a woni dwuma wo didi gwa o man